Hello everybody and welcome to the United Stand. It's Burnley versus Manchester United. Bloody Burnley against Manchester United, standing in the way of Manchester United being top of the league for the first time post-Christmas since Sir Alex Ferguson days. This is the symbolism of this match tonight. This is the respect that needs to be put onto Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side tonight. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This is the challenge tonight. Manchester United, top of the league with the same games played as Liverpool. It's there. It's there to be done, isn't it? It's there for Manchester United. And goodbye, Jack Minahan, you prat. Didn't work, did it? Trying to troll us. But look, very, very excited. Very excited about this one. And look, I'm going to avoid talking about leaked team news because the only thing I've heard today is that Maguire and Lindelof start, and I've dealt with it. I've dealt with it. You've just got to move on, haven't you? That's what you have to do. And I think that I think it makes for a very interesting game, of course. But look, we know what we're going to get with Burnley. Obviously, everything's always about opinion, and I think that when you look at a game of football, we are playing against the side that's going to play 4-4-2, that's going to want to get up towards our box, but they haven't really got the pace to do that. So a deep line doesn't really... A deep line... There's two or three things we can do to help Burnley tonight. We can play Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof and play a deep line, and that allows them to hit long balls. They can put Wood on Lindelof and he will win a lot of headers, which helps Burnley. And we can play McTominay and Fred and play physical, and that helps Burnley. Now, I'm not the manager, you're not the manager, and I still think we can win. With all those, with Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire, I still think we can win. With McFred, I still think we can win. But I think we give Burnley an opportunity in a game that really we don't need to. If we can go to Goodison Park and play them off the park, and we can go to Leicester and play them off the park, but defend badly, then we might allow Burnley into this game as well. But we can definitely play a high line, and we can definitely play a more expansive midfield in that base of two, and go and get it. Go and get it. That's what I'm saying. Go and get it tonight. That's what I'm saying. And I think Manchester United need to do that. But, it's I had somebody moaning at me today, actually, saying that the thing that gets on my nerves about you is that you have these opinions and you just believe that you're right. And I was like, whoa, sorry there. Sorry for having an opinion and thinking I'm right. Are we meant to have an opinion then say we think we're wrong? I've been watching football for very many years now. I've been going to football for very many years now. And I've never been at a football match or in a pub watching a match or on the bus to school talking about football and not had people arguing about different opinions. It's what makes this great game so great. And I will never, ever, 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 ever stop fighting for fan opinion because that is what this great game is all about. Axel will start alongside Maguire tonight, says Chris Moore. I'm hearing more and more of this. I don't want to get excited about it, but I'm hearing more and more that Twansebi will start next to Maguire tonight. Now, I can't get overexcited about this because there's no point. But what I would say is that before Axel Twansebi got injured a year ago, he was, and there was a lot of rumours that Ollie was ready to chuck him in next to Maguire. Now, if that happens, yabba dabba do. Just went to show my appreciation after the Twitter stuff recently, says Ashley Larkham. If it gets you down at all, always welcome to have a chat. Thank you very, very much at Ashley Larkham. And thanks for the super chat there. You can do that through the $sign, of course. And my score prediction remains the same. I'm not. Somebody just said there, are you going to change your score prediction? Are you going to get nervous about the game at all? No. The honest answer is no. I'm not going to get nervous about the game. I'm confident that we're going to win. Doesn't mean that we will win, but I'm confident that we will win the game because that's the way you have to be. You've got to be confident. Manchester United themselves need to be confident. Can I just remind you as well, we've got play for free United Stand picks. You've got to be over 18. Please check out the terms and conditions and play responsibly. The reason you've got to be over 18 is because it is cash prize being given away. So you must be over 18. We can't be giving 12-year-olds money and things like that. But terms and conditions and everything like that are in the link in the video description. If you want to play, the top line in the video description is what you need to do. And basically the way this works is 12 questions, 1,000 total prize pool. And basically what you need to do is make your picks for each question are there. Click place bet to submit your entry into the contest and follow the game with our live in-game leaderboard. So there's a live in-game leaderboard. First prize is £500, second is £250, third is £130, fourth is £70, and fifth is £50. So free to enter, like I say, you've got to be over 18. And the questions are like this. So the first one is, will Manchester United score in the first half? Yes or no? If they do, and you've said yes, you get 2 points. If they don't, you've got nothing. Next question, will they score in the second half? Same thing again. If you get it right, that's 2 points. And it moves through to things like, how many shots on target will Manchester United have? 4 plus or 4 less? 4 or less. Again, you can get 4 points for that one. So there's 12 questions. You accumulate your points by getting the questions right. You can check the leaderboard in game. The link is in the video description. You've got till a minute before kickoff to play. A lot of people getting involved in it. If you've already downloaded it, don't forget to play it. If you haven't downloaded it, check it out. Links in the video description. I've got Sheffield United against Newcastle on the telly, Jack Blair, for my sins. And yeah, I mean, just Sheffield United, 2 points this season. I don't know what's going on there. I really don't. Harry Maguire will shine tonight with a man of the match performance and a clean sheet to boot, says Mr. Ferg. I tell you what, mate. I'll jump on your bandwagon there. I personally think in the player ratings later on, we'll be giving Harry Maguire a high score. This is a game for Harry Maguire. You know, Harry Maguire tends to play well against teams like Everton, who chuck a lot of high balls in the box. And he also Burnley are going to chuck a lot of balls in the box. Harry Maguire is, all right, he might not have performed it, but is one of the best headers of the ball in the game. So today, it should be bread and butter for him. And he can't do the normal thing of, you mark him, Lindelof, I'm going to play like a sweeper. They play with 2 up front. He's going to have to deal with his man. And I think we'll see the best of Maguire. So I think that's a good shout out, to be fair. Thank you for the super chat, Zigzag. That is not the confirmed team at all. That is just the team that I would like to see play, but I don't think that's what we're going to see today. If I'm absolutely honest with you, I think we'll see. We're not going to see that at all. I had a message there saying that Cavani and Greenwood not even in the squad, but it's to do with something else. So that's quite good news. That is good news. Do not want to see that. Fred will definitely start. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I can't see that not happening. I just thought that was true then. I just read something, I thought it was true. Hi Mark, love your content. Keep up the good work. My boy Santiago also loves your content, and I was hoping you could wish him a happy birthday, says Osvaldo Flores. Well, I love it. I like saying happy birthday to people anyway, but what a great name. Happy birthday, Santiago. I hope you're having a good day, and happy birthday from everyone involved with the United Stand. Hi, Mark. What do you think about playing Donny on the right wing? He might be the answer we are looking for. I've said this many a time. You know, I do think that Donny van de Beek can play in the number 6 role because we play 2 number 6. So, you know, we don't play 1 number 6, a holding midfielder. We play 2, and I think Donny can play there with somebody else. But where Rashford is on that team, the number 10 position, I think that was not the number 10 position, but where Rashford is on that pitch, that is where I think that Donny van de Beek could play, because we've played Mata there before and he's more mobile than Mata, and I think he's a better player than Mata now. So yeah, I think that's where I'd like to see Donny van de Beek in this team. Please smash a like on the video, by the way, and remember, I want to change this before kickoff. We are very close to 950,000 subscribers, and I've got an itchy nose. 950,000, we can hit it tonight, so please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. We're live every night at 8 o'clock. We've got the morning show every morning, fan forum after the game, Flex and KG on a Tuesday, Thursday, Friday night, 8 o'clock every night basically. And also we've got obviously player ratings, transfer news. We talk about Ramos this afternoon. That was worth it. I've been clipped up again all over social media because I said I didn't want Ramos. But yeah, please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Hi Mark, how do we get rid of Maguire and Lindelof? I can't stand another game seeing them, please. I'm getting so sick of it, says Rick James. I mean, Rick, I'm not looking to get rid of either of those players, if I'm honest. I don't mind one of them playing. I just think they need a quicker player next to them, and then you'll see a better Maguire and Lindelof. We have to avoid giving too many corners and free kicks to Burnley. Play a high line per Eric Klassen. Big game tonight. I'm predicting a 2-0 win and a very intense game. I agree that Maguire will have a good game tonight. Hope you're well, mate. Content has been fantastic this year so far. Thank you very much, Joseph Tyrrell, and thanks for the super chat. Should Twansed be going on loan if we sign a centre-back? Also, hope you've had a good day, mate, says Cian. If you know, you know. But although career mode was crazy, that Liverpool game, 4-0 up at half-time. 4-4. I mean, mad, absolute mad, but that was good fun. I wish Ollie plays Maguire and Twansed or Lindelof today and save Bay for the Liverpool game. He would be the key there, and Cavani to start at 60 minutes, says Ronald Jacob. Can I just come back and clarify something? Because the people I only ever want to clarify something to is you. You know, the only people I'm really interested in is the United standing community, if I'm honest, and whether that's on social media or YouTube, which is also social media. I'm only interested in clarifying myself for you. I was looking at some of the comments today, and people were like, I'm not even going to watch this video, what a load of shit. Where do they get off making this stuff up? And I was like, okay, it's one of those days. It's one of those days on planet Earth. We didn't make it up about Sergio Ramos. It was very, very clearly stated at the start. And the morning show is the same. I don't wake up in the shower and I soak myself down and go, today I'm going to talk about Manchester United buying Tony Kroos. It's always somewhere. And DiMarzio is well known. And DiMarzio spoke about Manchester United being interested in Sergio Ramos. So we did a video on it this afternoon. I uttered the words that Sergio Ramos is just a much better Victor Lindelof, which he is. He is just a much better Victor Lindelof. Of course he is. Much better means he's much better. But what I meant by that is that Lindelof and Maguire defensive line is going to be no different to the defensive line between Ramos and Maguire. It's just whether the up curve is good, but you'd still play a deep line. And I think he's using us, and already the Athletic have come out and said there's no chance of United getting him. So there you go. Maguire is one yellow card away from suspension. Would you risk playing today, seeing Liverpool match on the weekend? But we want to win, Rajat. We want to win. I think tonight some people are running away with the Liverpool game because it's the biggest game of the season. But actually, surely the most important game is to win tonight and have a 3-point gap on Liverpool. They've got to come and beat us then. If we lose tonight and we're still second place, you go to Liverpool and it's like they might play for the draw. You know, we need to win tonight. Go. Sunday will take care of itself. Tuesday night, Burnley versus United. Kevin Friend, if you know, you know, says Alex. And thanks for the super chat, Alex. Hey, Mark, it's 3 a.m. here in Singapore and I'm enjoying your content. Hoping for a good win later. Keep up the good work. Come on, United, says Dan. Thanks, Dan. I hope you can stay awake. I'm sure you will. I'm sure everyone's going to stay awake tonight because it's not the same, is it? It's the prospect of going top of the league. I wouldn't start Scott tonight. Gives away cheap fouls, which could be dangerous, says Ewan Black. You know, in fairness to McTominay, though, Fred gives away cheap fouls as well. So they're both... I wouldn't play both. I wouldn't play both because I don't think they're expansive enough, and I wouldn't play both for the reason you've just said there, because they do give silly free kicks away, and you multiply it by 2 playing both of them. So I would only play one. Nelson OP, welcome to the members club. Thank you very much for joining there. Matic starting, says Peter 2234. I'm just waiting for things to... Oh, here we go. So this might not be right, but this person was right the other day. If this is the team, I'm going to cry tears of happiness. Now, all I'm going to say is, I don't know whether he wants me to shout him out. If you're watching, put it in DMs if you want to shout out. You'll get low. The trouble is, your account's not that sort of account, and you don't want this sort of stuff every day. He says, De Gea, Aaron, and he was right for the game at the weekend, which was Watford, which was a bit of a weird team. He says, the team he's received is De Gea, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Bailly, Maguire, Shaw, Matic, Pogba, Bruno, Rashford, Martial, Cavani. I'll be very happy with that team. A bit unlucky for Fred, if that's true. But if that is the team, and I tell you what, I'm actually going to change the team because this was the team that was right the last time. If this is the team, I've got to admit I'm very happy with it. Although I would be very surprised that Fred isn't playing. That is apparently the team for tonight. What are your thoughts on that, everybody? I've got a bit of a spot there. Don't do the zoom. Don't do the zoom. You know how vain I am. But that's interesting, isn't it? If that is true, that is interesting. And I don't know whether it is or it's not. But I'm gonna actually message him back and say how sure. But I did actually almost think that that there was an opportunity for well, here we go. Matic is on the pre-match media ahead of the game against Burnley, usually a sign of the player starting the game. I wish I'd said it at the weekend, and it means nothing now, but I did actually think that Matic had a chance of playing because he didn't play at the weekend. I always found that a little bit weird. I'd love Ollie forever. I love him anyway, but I'd love him forever if he did that. If Ramos signs for Man United, he will already be the centre-back we ever had. Ramos is the best centre-back ever. Better than Maldini, Cafu, Nesta, Rio, Vidic and Stam, says Yazza Said. I think he likes Ramos. I don't know about you. I think he might like him. Hey Mark, confident in the win today and be back at the top of the tables as we should be. 2-0 win and love what you're doing. Keep it up doing. Everyone proud. Come on United. Love you Mark, says Anthony Wright. Love right back Anthony. Thanks for the love. If that is the team, that's great for today. However, it means Lindelof and McFred on Sunday. Not sure if I have to laugh or cry. You know what, Julian? If Lindelof is not playing tonight, then I've got to say I don't really care about Liverpool. I don't really care about Liverpool because I think that game I assumed that Lindelof and Maguire would play both of these games, and if that's not the case, then definitely I'm happy with that team. Very, very happy with it. So we'll have to wait and see if it's true. But if it is true, I would be very, 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 very happy with that team that's there. So yeah. Please make sure you subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. We're trying to get up to 950,000 today, which would be fantastic. We're on that road, but 950,000. We're on that road to the number we don't mention, but 950,000 is a very, very good number to hit for the community. But I can tell you what we're on in relation to that. I'm getting very excited that that's the team, by the way. I'm going to keep it low key. I feel like I'll be celebrating a goal. We're 400 subscribers away from 950,000. So bottom right hand corner to subscribe. It's free. Team news will be out in about 13 minutes. This is a leaked team news that I've got next to me. Welcome to the Members Club, AJ. Thanks for joining. And if that's the team, that's great for today. I spoke about Julian Lee there. So if that was the team on the left, can I just say if, would you be happy with that? I'd be over the moon with that because it does the two things I said in the preview that were essential. I think Fred's a bit unlucky for Matic, but I do like Matic. But the great thing about this team for me is you don't play McFred, you don't play Matic and Fred. You put Pogba in there for creativity, and I think that's Pogba's best position. You've got a front three that's got Cavani in it, but it's got creativity off the wide with Martial and a flair with Rashford. And you get the high line with Bailly and Maguire, but you also get the aerial ability. Eric Bailly, if he's fit, had to play this game. Had to. Absolutely had to. And I'd be so pleased if he does because Solskjaer's nailed it. There is no justification, unless you want to do it as the manager, to pick Maguire and Lindelof. They play two up front. They're both physical. Don't let them near the edge of your box. Play a high line. Push them away from your box. And play somebody who's got to be quick, obviously. But that would be fantastic. A lot of people saying that Van der Beek would play, but let me just reiterate what I mean here. So this is exactly what I mean. Exactly what I mean. That ball over the top against Burnley, you don't need to worry about. So let them win headers here. Let them win headers here. If their wingers are quick, we've got Luke Shaw and got Wan-Bissaka. The biggest problem you would have is if you played your high line, if you played Maguire and Lindelof, they're going to play a deep line. Oh, I've given a free kick away. Oh, it's right near the edge of the box. Push them up, push them up, push them up. And then if you're pushing them up, no point having McTominay and Fred. You want Pogba who's going to push up a little bit as well and leave Matic on his own. This could be brilliant. This could be absolutely brilliant. And obviously Matic isn't Fred and obviously McTominay isn't Pogba. But what I'm saying is Matic will do that on his own. Pogba will push further forward. We'll play a high line here. The fullbacks will get forward. We're going on the front foot. I'd love this to be the team. If this is the team, I'm overjoyed. I'm overjoyed. But we'll have to wait and see. Love the show, Mark, but I don't want to hear always bloody Burnley coming out of your gob tonight. Ryan, you prat, says Brandon Roche. Roach. Brandon, can I just say, whenever I play my FIFA career mode on a Tuesday, it's always, anybody who watches it will tell you, it's always terrible Tuesday. There's something about me playing FIFA on Tuesday on shit. It wasn't a terrible Tuesday today. And I don't think it's going to be a terrible Tuesday for Manchester United because I've got my pyjama bottoms back on. Yabba dabba doo. We've got the pyjama bottoms on. We're going to beat Burnley. What do they eat in Burnley? They eat pudding and chips. I call it pie and chips. They call it pudding and chips. Put your gravy on your pudding and chips and sit down because we're going to beat you. The team is perfect for Burnley. Bring on Van der Beek on at 60 for Cavani to help unlock the stubborn back line. Please, Maguire, get a yellow card to be out for Liverpool. Oh my God, Noah. oh my God, he actually does want him to get relegated, to get a yellow card. I don't want Harry Maguire to get a... You know what I want to see? I want to see Lindelof, I want to see Maguire and Bailly picked tonight. I want to see them boss that back four, and I want to see that be our starting lineup. De Gea legend or great in your opinion? Have a good evening, says Daniel. I think De Gea is somewhere between great and legend. I wouldn't say he's a legend yet. But if we manage to win another title, if De Gea wins another title at Manchester United, it'll be one of the. I think he'd probably be the only player in our history that's sort of won a title, then gone through a really bad period, then won a title. Because, I mean, maybe, I think, probably Sir Bobby Charlton, Busby Babes, and then obviously in the 60s. But, whenever we've won titles under Sir Alex, the gap was never this big. Mark, you have done your part in turning this Tuesday around. Now it's United's turn, says Kenneth Hoagland. And how many of us think that 2 players from Pogba, Bruno or Donny must play, says Bo. But I agree. That's a thumbs up for me. Smash a like on the video if you agree with that. I think always you've got to start 2 out of Bruno, Pogba and Donny. I think it sends out the right vibes. If you know, you know. So yeah, I agree with that. We are 8 minutes away from this team news, and it almost feels like it's like I don't know what it is. It's if that's the team, to me that's like scoring a goal. It really, really is. And maybe Matic is important in this game for his height, and maybe Pogba's important for his height. I wouldn't mind a Maguire yellow. In my opinion, the best defensive win over PSG this season was Axel and Victor, says Danny Akil. You know what? I've got sympathy for that. I don't dislike Lindelof. I dislike Lindelof and Maguire. I don't dislike Maguire. I dislike Maguire and Lindelof. So for me, you could play Lindelof and Bailly. You could play Maguire and Bailly. You can play Twansebi and Lindelof. You can play Maguire and Twansebi. I just don't like Lindelof and Maguire as a pairing, and I think that's basically how many people feel. So I wouldn't have a problem with Victor Lindelof playing with Eric Bailly. The reality is, of course, that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is always going to pick Harry Maguire, because that's his man, isn't it? That's his captain, that's his leader. So that's always going to happen, of course. Can I just say as well, if and when you reach the number which we don't speak about, can you please run a 24-hour plus mega super live show with a countdown on the final 1,000, says Fred the Red. Oh, 24-hour streams do my head in. 21 incoming, come on United, I'm buzzing, says Wayne Finnegan. I tell you what I'm absolutely loving, really, though. I'm loving the positivity and vibes that we're getting around the fan base for this game tonight. I think there's very few people out... Well, there are some people out there that want us to lose. We all know who those people are. We see them on Twitter. We see them on socials. They are the proved right. They want to be proved right, FC. But they've, I just want Manchester United to win tonight. I want Manchester United to win tonight. You know why I want to win? Because infighting with fans is not really something I'm interested in anyway. I think it's so 2016. I don't want to argue or fight with Manchester United fans, and I'm bored of it. I'm tired of it. It's draining. I know for a fact, and maybe part of this is to do with me in a small way, but I know there's a lot of people hoping and praying for very different reasons that United blow it against Burnley. Oh, Goldbridge is going to react like this, that and the other. There's a lot of people going to be thinking that, but there's way more people who are going to be wanting Manchester United to drop points tonight. Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, City fans, Chelsea fans. Nobody wants us to win tonight, apart from Manchester United fans. And if you're a Manchester United fan, just stop for a second and think, you know what? Stop this one-up-ism. Stop arguing with each other and realise that tonight we are one. We are one united fan base that most of us want us to win and do well. Regardless if you think such and such should play, regardless whether you think Van der Beek's a 10 or a 6, if you're a United fan, we're all together tonight against the rest. And that's what titles are for. And this is what I've been trying to say for a long time. We need to get behind the team and the players as much as we can. If he does pick Victor Lindelof and Harry Maguire, and the indication is that hopefully he won't, but if he does, we can still got to get behind the team. Majestic Martial, call me a Verge on 20. Can you advise me what to do, please? Says Jack Maskell. Block, mute. Don Robbie has Fabrizio on AFTV at the moment. Will he be coming here this window? Says Lalana's in pyjamas. I'm not asking Fabrizio on anymore because I just think he's everywhere, isn't he? There's no exclusivity to Fabrizio anymore. He's I love him. He's brilliant and he's a top guy. But when we got him on last April in lockdown, we were the first fan channel to really do it. And when he spoke to us and we asked him about everything, it felt like it was something special. But he's everywhere now. He's on bloody Sky. He's got his podcast. He's on AFTV. He's on, brilliant. It's great that he does that, because when I was speaking to Fabrizio, he loves the fans. He loves the fans. He loves the interaction. But I don't see the point in us having him on anymore, because it's not a great transfer window anyway, and it's just repetitive. Maybe in the summer. I'd like to see United win tonight. Hashtag Villa fan, says Solson. Up the Villa. I like Villa. I loved Villa, what they did to us the other week. I don't know how people hate our own players so much. You can criticise before the match and after, but when they play for us for the badge, love, says Artiv. 950k. Yeah, please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. I really hope we can keep the attacking pressure and create chances. If our forwards get proper service, we finish off Burnley early, says Greg. Look, so much depends on the next 3 minutes and what that team is. If that's the team, I'm 100% sure we'll beat Burnley, because Ollie's got it tactically spot on. Hope we win this one, Mark. Hope Bailey plays over Victor the Vacuum. Can you call my mates Josh and Bradley Pratts? Bloody Burnley. Josh and Bradley, you're not Pratts. You're a pair of Pratts. You're a pair of Platts. Is your dad David? Or Gail? Well, it won't be your dad. Is your mum and dad David and Gail? And I don't mean the son David, I'm talking about the footballer David Platt. Oh, I've got myself ripped in now. Corrie fans are going to be thinking incest. They call us United for a reason, says Abdullah, thank you. Mark, any transfer updates? Ramos linked to United, is it true, says Tariq? Well, there is an update on that, Tariq. We did a video at lunchtime, but The Athletic have come out this afternoon and said there's no chance he's coming to United or Liverpool. Matthew Paul says, good evening, Mark, and the United stand. Good luck this evening. Must be a strange feeling to think potentially you can become the hunted after so many years. Well, we're hungry like a wolf. Pardon the pun there, Matthew Paul. But no, I mean, look, I and many other United fans know what it's like to be the best. So I'm not in any way nervous or concerned that we could be top of the league and the hunted, like you say. But the players themselves might be, because they, as fans, we know, but we've got no idea what it's like to be a player and to be top of the league, and that's something they're going to have to deal with. But no matter what happens, no matter whether we win the league or not, and the very big chances that we won't win the league, but it's a huge statement to be top of the league after Christmas. This isn't top of the league on opening day because you're Arsenal and your first letter's A. This isn't top of the league after 4 games because you're Leicester or you're Villa and you've had a good start and you've had a few, you've done well. We've seen teams like that. And with all due respect, that's great. But being top after Christmas means you've played around half the games, sometimes more in a normal season. And if you're top of the league then, some respect needs to be attached to the name. Well, if Manchester United are top of the league after Christmas tonight, then that's something these players have never done before. And what they've got to do is to get a taste of it and understand it and want it and get hungry for it. But they've got to do it tonight. Can you say happy birthday to my mate Archie, please? Love from Jack, says Jack. Happy birthday to Archie. Lots of love from Jack. I don't know whether I had to add the love in there, Jack, but I didn't know whether you love Archie or not. You probably do. Welcome to the Members Club, Apache24. Thank you very much. Remember, just very, very quickly before the team news comes in, because we've only got a minute left, United stand picks, links in the video description. You've got to be over 18 to play because it does involve winning a cash prize, but it's free to enter. Terms and conditions are in the link in the video description. Please play responsibly. 12 questions. You get points for every question you get right. It'll be like, will Man United score in the first half? Yes or no. Will they have more than 4 shots on target? Yes or no. If you get no, you don't get any points. If they do, accumulate your points. Live leaderboard. You've got till 1 minute before kickoff to enter. Links in the video description. First prize is 500. I think second's 250, third 125, and then fourth 70 quid. Links in the video description. Got to be over 18. Free to enter. United stand picks. 12 questions for the Burnley game. Give it a go. Mark, your banter is brilliant. Make me laugh all the time. Can you call me and my girlfriend Jodie Pratts? And come on, United, says Marcus Shepherds. And team news is out. He looks to the screen before he looks to the live comments. He's not put it out yet. He has put it out, and that is the team. Wow. I tell you what, it's like scoring a goal. Get in. Get in. Get in. I'm loving that team. I'm loving that team. And I'm telling you what, I'm half tempted to tell my source that I love him too, because we knew about this team 20 minutes before it came in. Absolutely over the moon with that team. It is absolutely the right team. And I just want to say, he gets a lot of criticism, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but he's got it absolutely tactically spot on there. I love it when a plan comes together. Doesn't mean we're going to win the game. But it's totally and utterly correct that he picks the team the way he has, because tactically, Burnley keep him away from the edge of your box. Tactically, Bailly is better in the air than Lindelof. And as I said before, when you go to this screen, Eric Bailly, that's the defensive line with Eric Bailly in the team. Burnley have got 2 slow forwards. All right, you want to knock a ball over there? I'll just finish my drink. Then I'll catch you, says Eric Bailly. They ain't getting in behind our defence with a high line, which means Matic can patrol here. Pogba can support. We've got a front 3. Obviously, if we'd played Lindelof, you're going to play deeper, which invites that longer ball. It's brilliant tactically. It's obvious tactically. But time and time again, I think we would have seen Solskjaer pick Lindelof and Maguire. So you know what? Anybody who moans about team news, anybody who's critical about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, can you just, for this game at least, give him the credit he deserves? That is exactly the right team to play in relation to tactics. You might want to swap Pogba for Van der Beek. You might want to swap Matic for Fred. You might want to swap Bailly for Twansebi. But actually, all right, the personnel might not be quite what you want, but tactically it's nailed on. If he plays McFred, there's no creativity in the middle 2. You've got Pogba there now. If he plays Lindelof and Maguire, you're playing a deep line, we're going to get bombarded. He's got it right. The personnel might be different for you. I'm very happy with that team. I would have liked to see Fred and Van der Beek start, of course, but I'm not going to cry about it. I like Matic, and I think Pogba in that role is better in that role. And I'm quite excited by that front 3. And as I said in the preview last night, Cavani is absolutely essential in this game. My confidence for this game is goosebump level. I actually think we're going to win this game, and I'm confident we're going to win it. Let me just read some of your super chats. Welcome to the Members Club, Graham Glynn. Thank you for joining. And also, Fred just tweeted, would this confirm him not starting? Excited for tonight, 4-0 win, top of the league. Well, I've gone 3-0, Paul Downey. I don't see how Burnley can cause us problems if we play to our strength. I'll talk to you about the bench in a moment. Is Lindelof on the bench as Kieran Casa? Whatever you do, don't say that you'd love to see Burnley get relegated. Yeah, if you know, you know, Matt Tousland. Renate's really happy as well with her sticker. Hope you're doing well, Renate. Mark, do you think we should sign a striker in the summer or stick with Cavani, says Lee Anglem. Let's swap Pogba for Ronaldo. Oh, Mark, I can't appreciate Ollie's tactics because my ego is too big to appreciate facts. He's joking, Sharath Math Fitness. Hi, Mark. Happy with the Bay in the starting. We need the pace. I'm over the moon, Mikkel. And now does this mean Lindelof, McTominay and Fred start against Liverpool, says Summit? No, I wouldn't worry that. I really wouldn't worry about that one because look how good the bench is too, says Picnic. I'm going to have a look at that in a moment. Only thing missing is Pogba with his deep balls. We've got Pogba with his deep balls now because he's playing in a deep position. Always knew Bay was starting. Trust the process, says JJS. A few of you did say that, but very, very, very happy with the team. Can you call the gym group chat a bunch of prats, says Ben Lowin. Gym group? Well, if you're a gym group, you're a bunch of prats anyway. Bloody gym group. Anyway, I'm joking. But let's have a look at the actual bench for you then. I'm going to get Flex on in a minute as well. Henderson, Tellez, Twansebi, Fred, James, Mata, McTominay, Van der Beek and Greenwood. No Lingard, you see. No Lingard. He doesn't get in there. But Van der Beek, Greenwood, McTominay, Fred, James, Mata, Twansebi, Axel, Twansebi, Axel Twansebi, Alex Tellez, Henderson. It is a strong bench, yes. So very, very happy with that. No Lindelof, which means would he have played if he wasn't injured? But he did train yesterday, Lindelof. So I don't know. I mean, you know, that drops a bit of doubt in my mind now. Was Lindelof going to play, but he's not fit? You know, I don't know. I want to give a shout out to Drawty. The man gets a lot of undeserved abuse on Twitter, but he's so good at his job and always has time for everyone, says Joshua About. He's a legend. He's a legend. He really is. We are 200 subscribers away from 950,000. We've got the team that we want. We've got the game that we want to go top. Let's hit 950,000 subscribers before kickoff. Link is in the video description to do that. But yes, very, very, very happy with that team. Almost shocked happy, actually. So happy, I'm shocked. I didn't expect that. Watching Pogba and Tellez's balls are a treat to my eyes, says Ali. And Maguire says they've hit a long ball. Bay says hold my beer, says Daniel Kurt. Yeah, look, many people predicted Harry Maguire would have a good game tonight. I think he would have had a good game even if he played with Herrera, to be honest with you. But with Lindelof. But I think he'll have an even better game tonight now that he's going to be playing with the the man, Eric. Let's see if we can get Flex on. Flex, evening, can you hear me? Flex, can you hear me?
Yo, yeah, I can hear you. Hold on a minute, because you're in the background. Yeah,
Matthew Casey, you're a prat, says Michael Amaro. And been hearing the rivals talk about United more and more, shows they're scared and worried about us. We're contenders again, says Kyle. Also, there was one there. Charles Crane Mills won it at the end. If you know, you know. Think it'll be 2-0, then focus on Liverpool. Come on, United. So yeah, Flex, what's your thoughts on the team? Have your confidence levels gone up based on that team selection tonight?
Yeah, you got to be excited about the team. You got to be really pleased about that. I was always confident of the win, although a little bit nervous just because it's such a big game in terms of what's at stake. But I was confident we would win the game. But seeing Ollie pick the right team is to a T pretty much is brilliant for me. I wanted Matters to start. You look at Burnley with their aerial presence. You think of a Chris Wood, Ashley Barnes, etc. Haven't looked who they're starting, but it's just typical Burnley, isn't it? Tarkowski, whoever. You need that height, especially in midfield as well, winning second balls. I wouldn't have minded that. And I like that he's gone with Pogba and Matic. I really do. I really like it. And Cavani straight back in. I like it. I really do. And the Bailly situation. Now, look, the inquest can come after whether Lindelof is injured or not or whatever. Let's just be happy that he's starting, especially after taking that knock against Watford as well. He said it was precautionary, but let's give Ollie credit here. We all was saying, nah, he's 100% not starting. You know, I had a bet with KG that we'd change our hats if Lindelof doesn't start. And it looks like we'll be changing him. But the conditions was that he wasn't injured. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. But the team, Martial, Rashford, Cavani, I mean, that if we do our jobs properly, look after the ball and have intensity, no disrespect to Burnley because anything can happen in Premier League football. But I don't see how we can't win the game. The only way we don't win the game is if they're not at it, as in our players are not at it. If we play to our full potential and how we should be playing because of the confidence we've got in the league, I don't see how we don't win.
Yeah, I think that I just feel more relaxed going into this game now. I think that he's got it absolutely spot on. Obviously, you're right. If Lindelof's not even on the bench, which he's not, then maybe he was going to pick Lindelof anyway. But the reality is,
exactly. But who cares? Positive vibes.
Yeah, we've got the team that we need. I think, you know, Eric Bailly just needs to go and have a really good game again. And you know, the fans will do what the fans do. They'll demand that he should start. That's the way it is. So he needs to have a good game. I love the fact that Pogba's playing from the deep. And the interesting thing is, I actually said in the preview yesterday that I think Cavani's very important in this game, and now we can focus on Cavani because we're happy with that defensive line, and we're happy that we've got Pogba. Burnley, I think we've got absolute a real opportunity now against Burnley to absolutely run them ragged, really, because
potentially,
I mean, look, let's not get arrogant, but. Yeah, they shouldn't be able to cause as many problems if we turn up, and that's the thing that probably worries some people now. You know, I've heard that before. United freeze when they've got an opportunity. Well, then now's the chance to not freeze.
That's what this is all about for me. I'm just looking at Burnley's team. Listen, people will say, "Why are you looking at Burnley's team? You can't be disrespectful."
What is it? Have you got it?
Yeah, it's Pope, Loughton, Tarkowski, Ben Mee, Peters, Goodmanson, Westwood, Brownhill, Brady, and Wood and Barnes up front. So I make that 4-4-2 as per usual.
Dwight McNeil's not fit either.
Dwight McNeil's not playing, so that's always a plus because he's a decent player.
Yeah.
But again, without being disrespectful to Burnley, you do look at that team who aren't going to have possession of the ball. They will have a low block. They will make it difficult, and they will look for set pieces and load the box. Now, listen, as long as we deal with things like corners and don't give away silly free kicks and don't concede anything silly, from a footballing perspective, I just look at our players there. When you see it in a row, when you read it out how it is, Pogba, Cavani, Martial, Rashford, Fernandes, like there should be no excuses if they perform. And I think that's what this is about, Mark. You're right, because if we're saying about title race and we're saying that, you know, the players' mentality is changing and stuff like that, you don't go and bottle this. The inquest and the talk about the Liverpool game, who should start, Fred and McTominay on the bench, it means they're starting on the weekend. Whatever. Let's leave that. I don't even want to talk about Liverpool at all. All eyes on this, and they have to deliver. No excuses. No excuses.
Do you think they will?
I do.
What are you going to score prediction?
Yeah. I did go with 2-1 because I was still thought it'd be a bit cagey because one thing I know we've done really well in the last 4 games against Burnley. not losing and winning all of them, I think. And it's a good place for us to go to of recent years. But one thing I do know with us is that when there's a game of magnitude, and I know this is not a cup final, but in terms of the players' mindset, they know that they'll be in a position where they have never been before, which is going top of the league. And you could say United of old, that's not how United is, but this group of players aren't that. Do you know what I mean? It's not Sir Alex. They're not used to being up there. So in one sense, you know, rival fans will be looking at it like, oh, it's flipping Burnley. What are you talking about? But we know our players. We know what happens in these big games. So I do think they'll go and do the job. And now I've seen the team. I'm probably going to go for a clean sheet, you know, reluctantly. I'm going to go 2-0.
Yeah, I've gone 3-0. So, you know, I just want to bring it back because I don't think any of us want to drop the tempo of this team. The team is really exciting and we should be really happy about it. And I'm very eager. I'm very eager to give. I think that, look, I'm not that fan, and I know you're not that fan, and I know most of the live comments are not that fan, who is in this I want to be proved right FC, you know, Rashford shit, and Ollie's an idiot, and, you know, I just want to see him fail, you know, because I want to be proved right. That's not what we are. But what I am, and I'll admit this, is that when we've had bad results this season and last season, I've been there. Get out, Maguire. Ollie's bloody clueless. I've given it that. And I've given it that because I care, because I want United to get back to where they are. Yeah. So what I'm going to give now is the passion in the other way and say, that team gives me goosebumps. That team gives me goosebumps, not because it's Burnley. But you know what? I've had it for so long. Oh, look at him celebrating being third. Look at him celebrating beating Burnley on FIFA. Well, fuck off. Tonight, if we beat Burnley, we're top of the league. You know, it's all, you know, this is what Liverpool fans do. They go, well, it's not real life, though, your FIFA career mode. Oh, you're celebrating third. What's the excuse tonight? If we win tonight, post-Christmas, we're top of the league.
Come and catch us.
Well,
come and catch us.
Well, maybe they will. But what I'm saying is, we haven't. I've got goosebumps saying this. We haven't had this since Sir Alex Ferguson, top of the league after Christmas. It might only last 4 or 5 days, but bloody enjoy it. We've got to enjoy this. That team's the right team. Ollie's got it nailed on correct. You know, sometimes tactics don't matter, but tonight he had to play a quick centre-back and he's done it. And he had to play a more creative player than Fred and McTominay, and he's done it. He's put Pogba in there.
Yeah, because we'll have a lot of the ball.
He's got it absolutely right, and we can be top of the league, not game in hand, none of this bullshit. Even Man City win their game in hand, we're still top. No bullshit. Listen, nobody can. You've
seen me. Well, in the fan forums, everyone watching would have definitely. I know you've probably gone to bed by this time after the long watch-alongs, but people have seen me be reluctant to talk about this shitty game in hand. I have not wanted to talk about it for ages. I only started talking about it from when we actually put a date on it where we knew where this game would be, right? And like Ollie said, and I like his presser, the game in hand is no good unless you win it. So guess what? We've managed to keep pace and keep winning games and get into a position where the game in hand really matters. Because my other argument was, people keep talking about the shitty game in hand, but if we don't win enough games by them, we could be off the boil, which we didn't, and we've done really well, and I'm so proud that we've done that. The second thing that I love what Ollie said, and it's his job to do this for sure, is that nobody remembers who was top of the league in January. I like that because we've got to start getting that mentality. Us as fans, we can get gassed, we can enjoy it for a little bit and then quickly come back to earth because we've got to play Liverpool. But for now, it's about what's at stake. Like they say, your next game is your most important game, and the next game is Burnley, and the next game, if we win tonight, literally puts us top of the leagues and gives us a cushion, something to go and protect going into Anfield. And if we could beat Liverpool, then wow, we'll talk about that later. But I think it's massive because if we're saying as United fans, like you said, rival fans will laugh saying celebrating getting fourth or celebrating get to semi-final. If we're really looking to come away from that, we need to start changing our mindsets as fans and say, look, we might not win the league. But we're there or thereabouts because we deserve to on merit. It's been the same league for everyone. It's been no fans for everyone. So anyone who says that Ollie's just lucky, piss off. He's not just lucky. He's not, because why is Klopp not lucky then? Why is Aguero? Why is Pep not lucky? We're the informed team in the league. Fact. Like, it's just a fact. So until otherwise, let's just get behind it and let's see what happens, because we're there or thereabouts, and that's all we've ever asked us for. We don't have a God-given right to win the league. We never, ever, ever have. But will get behind any form of title charge, and all we want to see is our side back at the top competing for top honours. And that's what we look like we're doing.
Bay on that lineup turns me on, says Max Sutton. And yeah, I agree with that. I think that, there will be, I think they're a minority, and I think they're getting smaller every day, but there will be a minority who are like, nah, whatever happens, I'm never going to back this manager. But, what world do you live in then? What world do you live in that a manager who's got Man United top of the league isn't good enough? There's a better option out there, because you must be living in a fantasy, mate, because there's only one manager that's done that in the last 30 years, and that's Sir Alex, and there's no manager like that now. So, this is the best we can get at the moment, and top of the league tonight would be the best we can get.
The best you can ask for. What else could you ask for? Apart from being pedantic and saying, no, we shouldn't have gone out of the Champions League and another semi-final, all of that stuff. We get that, 100%. But in terms of the league and how the league is with no fans, and it's the same for everyone, COVID, etc., it's the best possible return. Top of the table, mid-January. Like, what else do you want? What else?
Exactly, and I also think Jenks says this is the most exciting night so far in United's rebuild project. We are on our way back. You can feel it on the other clubs. I love it. I think the thing that I like is I always want Manchester United to win, but also it's not that common. As I go back to the screen, it's not that common that you especially on the preview, I was talking about this. I said Cavani's really important. He's got to play up front because he knows how to play against these sort of strikers. He's played in Italy for a lot of his career. He knows what tough defenders are like, and he'll find those spaces. He suits it better than Martial or Rashford tonight. He had to play. You've got to play that creative player in the deeper position, but that only works if you play a quick centre-back to push forward. So Ollie's got it tactically spot on. So to me, all right, yeah, maybe Fred should start. Of course, I'd love to see Van der Beek start, but I can't moan about the fact that team is right. Is it my 11? Probably not. Maybe I'd make one or two changes, but I'm certainly not bothered about it. I'm certainly not going, for fuck's sake, he's put Mata on the right, or he's put Lindelof at the back, or he's got it absolutely nailed on. And that's very important now, because if we do go top of the league tonight, you want to go top of the league confidently. And I think if we go top tonight, we will all be there going, the manager got it right, the players have delivered. This is exciting. And I did say this as well, Flex. The reality is, and I know we're jumping ahead here, and I'm not disrespecting Burnley. I expect us to win, but the players have got to go out there and perform. And I feel if we didn't win this game tonight, I don't think it'd be on Ollie because he sent the right team out. But if we do go out there tonight and we win 3-0, Klopp's there thinking, shit. Are they going to play that team, or is he going to go with 5 at the back? If he'd gone with the sort of defensive lineup today with McFred and Lindelof, then you're probably going to do that at Anfield. He knows what's coming. But if that team goes out and gets a good result tonight, Klopp doesn't know what's coming for Anfield. So
it gives that unpredictability. One thing you've got to big up Ollie for, one thing that's labelled at his door is questioning his tactics. He doesn't have a style of play. He doesn't have this. He doesn't have that. He can't influence games, or he can't pick the right team. If you think about it, at the moment, what Ollie's actually doing, there's days where we're like, Bailly's not starting, we're annoyed and stuff like that, or Van der Beek's not getting minutes. But you look at how the team's performing or the results that we've got of where we are in the league. One, you can't fault him for that. And two, he's changing the team depending on who we play. If you actually look at it closely, like when we played against Sheffield United, he went with Pogba similar like this and thought, you know what, they're going to sit back. We're going to have a hell of a lot of the ball. We need creativity. We don't have a lot to worry about in terms of them dominating us, pressing us. So I don't need the hard working souls of McFred in there running about with high energy. I'm going to go with Matic and Pogba. Yeah. And it worked. And then when we played against Leeds, Pogba didn't even get a kick after playing well against the game before against Everton. Sheffield United, I think it was. Yeah. And then he put McTominay in, and he had the game of his life because it was high energy. It suited McTominay. Now he's gone back to Pogba for this. So what he's actually doing is, although we accuse him of having certain favourites, which he does with some players, we know who they are. That's fine, because as a manager, you put your trust in a certain few players on one hand. You have that. I don't care. Even if you was the manager, Mark, your favourites would be Bruno, Van der Beek, Martial. I get it. Do you know what I mean? You have your favourites. That's okay. Cool. That's fine. But what he's actually doing is he's not being that stubborn or that silly that when it comes to certain games, he's not sticking with it. He's going with the right setup to win certain games, different horses for courses, as I say. So you've got to give him maximum credit for that. You do.
Good team today. Only the win and bring on Liverpool, says Hugh Jordan. Welcome to the Members Club, Peter Wood. What was just in my head, I don't want to miss it. I'm going to go back to that screen so we can see the screen. I've said many a time this season, I've been asked, can United win the title? And I've said, we're technically in a title race. I think when we beat Villa and Wolves, I said if we win those games, we are in a title race.
Yeah,
I still don't think we'll win it. What I would say now is, I've always looked at the United team and said, if you don't buy a centre-back in January, you're not going to win the title. And I still sort of feel that. I certainly don't think you can win the title with Maguire and Lindelof as your first choice centre-backs. And I've always been a little bit worried about McFred consistently. But I look at that team tonight, across the whole team, from goalkeeper to striker, from the wide players to Bruno, who we've not even mentioned Bruno, and he's probably going to be the player that wins us the game, to be honest.
Needs to have a good game today, needs to have a good game.
But I look at that team, and actually, we still know we need to buy 2 or 3 top quality players. But I look at that team, and I think that team could win the title. I don't think it will, but because I'm not going to say that. I still think that we are the underdogs. Of course we are. But I look, and
we've got to prove we don't know what we're like leading the pack. Again, we're going to go into potentially, hopefully, not overlooking this game. If we win this game, we will then be in uncharted territory where all of us as fans and the players and the managers, coaching staff, don't know what our mentality is in this situation. The hunted, and I'm not saying we should be scared as fans. I heard you saying before I came on that you're not really concerned about that
team as well. McFred, they're not as experienced as Matic.
Exactly. So we don't know. We don't know
Bruno
about being
a winner.
But even Pogba and Bruno and they've won titles in other countries. I get it. And Matic is a Premier League winner, so I get it. So they'll have more exactly. But in terms of at Man United with this group, they've never been in this position before. Neither's Oli. So.
That team there, though, I put it to you and everybody else. When you look at that team there, forget everybody's inconsistencies, because everyone's got it. Rashford's got it. Bruno was bad last week. Martial's been inconsistent. Cavani's been in and out. Pogba's been in and out. Matic has had a poor start to the season. But when you look at the talent in that team, there ain't going to be many teams in Europe that's going to go, fucking hell, that's not a bad side.
100%. Exactly. And that's where it does come down to the consistency of the individuals and maybe the patterns of play on a consistent basis that people want to nitpick and look at. But by and large, you have that many good players on the pitch, you're bound to not necessarily play well, because we've seen even with this group of players, when they've all been on the pitch, there's been periods of games where we should be losing 2-3-0, like that first half against West Ham. I always think back to that. How badly we played in that first half, brings on Rashford and Bruno, and it changed. I think all the games where we've been losing in and come back to win. What I'm saying is, when you have that many good players on the pitch, good things are bound to happen. Do you know what I mean? So you're right. When you look at the team, that's what I was saying. When I was reading off all them names in a row that are kind of written on the United thing, it's like Pogba, Cavani, Martial, Rashford, Fernandes. That's like, that's some serious ballers there. Do you know what I mean?
I got a few super chats to read out. Joseph Lackey says, after today's news, I'm back with Ollie in. You flip-flop. No, it's good. Welcome back. Yes, Bay's starting. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, says Daniel Luciano. Bay is playing in the important games. Does that mean Ollie's going for the FA Cup as well, as he played in there too, says Ross Westbrook. One world-class striker has changed the dynamic of the team. Now there is more balance, says Benson Thomas. After today's team news, I'm back with Ollie in, says Joseph Lackey. He's showing growth in his ability to manage the team. Another one back. Haven't been able to get verification since my phone for the United Stand picks, living in the US and unsure who to reach out to, says Kevin Barrett. I don't know. Do you know, Flex, in relation to that?
In relation to what, sorry?
That United Stand picks. You've played it, haven't you?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's brilliant.
There must be somewhere on the website that you can contact them, to be honest. They normally send you an email, because I got an email as well. So maybe check your emails there, mate.
Yeah, you put your email and then you confirm that it's your account. It's basically verify it and then you're good to go.
Great looking team. I just hope we're not saying where's that winning mentality at the end of the game, says Sam Aimson. Another player I want to just talk about is Matic. I was speaking to Ricky about this on the show.
Yeah, perfect game for him.
He wasn't very good at the start of the season last year, and then in January he just became brilliant. So hopefully, look, it's a massive game for Matic. There's no doubt Matic is probably our best CDM, and he'll be a CDM on his own today. So, because Pogba will be given license to go forward. If we can get Matic anywhere near back to his best, then he is a massively important player as well. So there's so many. The thing is, I just think there's too much talent on that pitch. I think Rashford's, looks like he's going to score a worldie very, very soon. Martial's obviously a great talent. He's going to get back. Cavani, give him a sniff, he'll score. What we've got to do today for our number 9, and it'll be a pain in the arse for Martial to see it, but hopefully he might even provide it, is get chances to Cavani. We watched.
We do.
We watched. Who did we watch at the weekend? It was Martial up front and Greenwood up front, and we've seen it a lot. You've got to create chances for your number 9, but there's a lot of players to create chances tonight. So Matic, if Matic can just hold that midfield and allow Pogba to push forward, I think that we should create a lot of chances tonight.
Yeah, I didn't know Wolves were playing Everton. I've just seen that. That's an interesting game tonight as well. You know, the chasing pack, as they say. But yeah, we don't want to look down there. But like Ricky said, I think it was on Sunday show. Yeah, yeah. But you don't want to get complacent, Mark. Like, was it Ricky said on the Sunday show, didn't he? Like, we often look up above, but don't realise how close the chasing pack are. And I don't mean specifically Everton and Wolves, but if you look at the likes of Leicester and Man City, if they win their games, and obviously Liverpool are there, Spurs, if they start to get it right, you just never know. So we just got to keep winning and just keep doing our thing. But yeah, big game for Matic. I like this game for him. I've been thinking sort of during the week and over the weekend, hit the post, that I really would want him to start in this game again, for the composure, making the right choice, being calm on the ball, keeping teams pending. A lot of people don't give Matic the credit he deserves in terms of, because he makes good decisions on the ball. Might sound a little bit like Ricky here, but because he makes good decisions on the ball, especially in a game like this, he helps keeping teams penned in. So if Burnley are trying to clear it to the edge of the box, he knows where to be to pick up the scraps and then feed it into a Pogba or Fernandes and say, right, guys, go again, keep pressure on. He's brilliant at that.
When do you think Diallo plays some games? I think Europa League against Sociedad his first game, says Nicholas. I couldn't, to be honest, Nicholas, and please take this with the respect I mean, I don't give a shit. I don't, because I don't really care about the FA Cup, Diallo, Palestri or anyone like that. All I'm bothered about tonight is winning this game and being top of the league, because I don't think people understand the enormity of Man United being top of the league outright. Doesn't mean we're going to win the league, but this is a big step forward for our team if we can do it, because you've got players there who've probably never been in that position before, and you've got to be in that position to know what it feels like, and then you've got to be in that position to know to want it more. So these players, massive opportunity in them tonight. We need a United stand pick question on how many times will Ricky mention Matic in his fan cam.
That's it. I would tell you, we should speak to them. Ask if they can insert that as a question.
Yeah. It's we can get some good United stand picks like that, actually, because we could have had one tonight like bloody Burnley for me, which hopefully I won't be saying it once tonight. Just very quickly,
hopefully we're saying bloody Burnley, sit down, you prats.
Oh, don't worry, I'm ready to vent on them mofos, although it's more of a personal thing to do with my FIFA career than it is real life, because we have won against them.
We've been doing well, exactly. Yeah. Apart not at home.
No, I didn't. Was that the last time we played them? That last January, or did we? No.
No, we played them Boxing Day last year. Not last year, the year before. Sorry, away. That was the last game of the year, and I enjoyed it. I remember being at the front, and we scored. That's when Rashford scored that goal at the end, where he kind of fell over and kicked it in. And then the first goal, they gave it away from left back, and then Pereira played a great ball through to Martial, and then he slotted home. Yes.
This is another threshold we need to cross, says Robert Anderson. Exactly. That is exactly the point. It is a threshold. It's a reward for all of you lot to know what it's like to be top of the league again and enjoy it for however long it lasts. And it will take on a whole new. And I'm talking about the future here, so I don't really want to do it too much. But it will take on. It will be a very different feeling if it happens, and it will be a whole new thing, because once you've had a taste for it, you'll want it back. And it's a question about how long we can stay there if we get it. 4-0 winning coming, says Hanzala Mahmood. And crashing out of the Champions League to now being title contenders is unbelievable. Let's get behind the team. And do you think Bay will start? Well, he is starting, Allison, because the team news I can show you right there. That is the team. Bay and Maguire, Luke Shaw and Wan-Bissaka, Pogba, Matic, Bruno, and then Rashford, Martial, Cavani, and obviously De Gea in goal. Ollie said that Lindelof had a reaction, so was left behind. Great show, Mark. Loving the content. Hope you're keeping well, says Stephen Nolan. I mean, we're never going to know, are we? It's like you said.
No, we won't. But to leave him completely out of the squad, though, Ollie, look, Lindelof's a great professional, and you never know in football, but I don't think he'd be left on the bench or out of the team for disciplinary reasons.
No, he's injured,
not playing. Surely he's got to be on the bench because he's Ollie's number one. So I would believe that if Ollie says he's got a reaction or whatever. But like I said at the top of the show, I don't really care. I just want to enjoy that Bailly's starting. I don't want to look at he's only playing because Lindelof got injured, so Ollie's a prat. Forget all that. He's picked Bailly. Could have put Tuanzabian or whatever. He's picked Bailly, and Bailly's fit and ready to go after receiving that knock against Watford. That's all I care about.
We've got a few quotes from Ollie. I'll read you them actually. But first of all, thank you for the United Stand, Mark. Says Floor Mark, Flex, KG, and the rest of the team. Looking forward to tonight. Says Anis Nazim. Yeah, remember, bottom right hand corner. We're 100 subscribers away from 950,000. So please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Let's get it before kickoff, and maybe it'd be a lucky omen for United to get the win as well. Bottom right hand corner, please subscribe. Risk of not getting a centre back if we start playing well, says Elliot Holmstrom. I don't think we're getting one anyway, mate. Nick P says, you're right, Mark. A lot of this game is actually played in the head. If you saw Liverpool's team on paper without any history, would you say they were better than the rest? It's a mentality we need. And Flex, that was from Nick P. Flex, we played home against Newcastle Boxing Day, and the 28th of December we played Burnley away. Keep up the good work, Victor. Injury will not heal, says Rasmus. And
that was it. Yeah, the last one after that. Sorry,
so the last time we did play Burnley was that 2-0 loss just before we bought Bruno at Old Trafford.
Is it?
Yeah, we played him in January and we lost 2-0.
Oh, and then in the last year before that, it was the last game of the year, wasn't it? So we must have played him.
Must be, yeah. Nicola K says, how do you think Dyche's team talk is going right now? And his voice would be nice. Get out there and get it up 'em. Yeah. Now let's finish our pie and our pudding and chips. Iron
Who's that
Sinks
supposed to be?
Sean Dyche. I don't really want to do it properly because I always end up with a bit of bad cough, which he has actually got. I'm telling you now, Fleck, we might be top of the league tonight, but if it had played Mata and Matic and James and McTominay, we would have been 20 points clear by now. And Marshall. Right, let's move. Let me read some of the things that Ollie's just said before the game. He said that Cavani was disappointed to lose out on the games he did because of the ban, but now he's ready to go again. He was just getting some momentum. His form was good, but he's trained well, and it wasn't too long because we've had so many games in a short space of time. Welcome to the Members Club, Donny Lewis 11. He also said that there's goals in this team, energy in the team, fresh legs. We should be able to defend as well because it's a big thing here, Turf Moor, that you get pressure on the ball. You've got to get on the front foot. You can't let them into your own half. Exactly.
I like that.
High line,
like that.
pace, exactly. And he said Eric Bailly wanted to play. He was ready. He came through training yesterday. Didn't do everything, but he was okay. Victor had a little reaction, so we left him back, and Eric was ready. There you go.
Yeah.
You know, and that'll impress Ollie as well. You know, I want to play. I want to be part of it.
It looks like they're managing him as well, because you remember when I think I was saying, like, even if in one of my match reactions, I was like, look, even if he has to just do cycling on a peloton as his training, just because that's all he can handle to keep fit, just let him do that and let him play the games. I know Ollie's not saying specifically that, but that bit there said he didn't do everything, but he was okay. That's them saying, look, Eric maybe couldn't do the whole training session, but we know how mad he is and how he plays. He'll be fine, sort of thing. And I like that.
We've got Axel if we need. Can you please shout out my best friend Harley McHugo? Big win for us today up the United Stand, says Pennell Taylor. And welcome to the Members Club, Vignesh Iyer. Thank you for the super chats there coming in. You can do that through the $sign. If you want to become a member, click the join button, get your badge next to your name. There was something I was going to say that I've completely forgotten about now, and I can't remember what it was. I mean, I know what it was now. The Lindelof thing is interesting anyway, because whether I want Lindelof and Maguire to start, which I don't, and I'm sure you probably the same, Flex, and I think everyone watching in the live comments would be the same as well. There is no doubt that whatever injury Victor Lindelof's got isn't going away, because it's not a hamstring, it's not a tight groin or anything like that. This is a back injury that he's had. I mean,
recurring, isn't it?
November international break, his manager said he's played too many games. So I think that Ollie is almost got, the better centre-back pairing is that anyway. But, hopefully that's something Ollie will learn without having to keep trying to get Lindelof back in. He almost needs to get into the mindset of using Maguire and Bailly or Maguire and Tuanzebe. But it is another reason as well why we should buy a centre-back, because we have got Lindelof who's carrying injuries, Maguire who seems to have played every bloody minute ever, and then you've got Tuanzebe who's obviously had a long-term injury that he's only really coming back from, and Eric Bailly who tends to be a long-term injury in himself. So we almost do need to buy a centre-back, and it's not about Ed Woodward saying he prefers to buy in the summer. There's a very big red flag around our centre-backs, and it would be horrific if we went and lost 2 or 3 of them and you end up with McTominay at centre-back with Maguire because we didn't buy one.
I know, but even if it's... The thing is with this... he's miles off. The thing is with this is, like I said last time, if the right buy is not there, I can kind of understand it. I don't want him to just throw the money up.
Not if you're in a title race, though.
But I know we're in a title race. Right? But hear me out. If Bailly and Tuanzebe stay fit, like you got to be super unlucky for both of them to be injured in 4 months. And Lindelof plays every game with Maguire anyway. Like, I just think we can do it this year. I honestly do. With the context of this season, don't get me wrong. Long term, absolutely, I'm all for it. We need the centre half, and if we can get the right guy in January, 100%. But I just don't believe that their target, who they really want, who's going to do us the best in the long run, is going to be available. And I just don't want us to throw good money after bad, because I've seen us do it too many times. That's what I'm saying. Of course, I want a centre back in January, but I'm just trying to be realistic, and I just don't think that they would rush it through, and nor do I think they should, just with a player that they weren't really looking at, who becomes available, that they haven't vetted properly and don't really know if he is going to be the right guy, just getting him because he's fast. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree. Chris Wood hat-trick today, says Daniel Lezard. Better not happen. Better not. Top of the league. We're not there yet. Always United strong. This is a game in flex. Schalke defender. 8:15 is the kickoff. Yeah, so we've still got a little bit of time left. Mark, please can you say... No, I'm not going to do Pratt things at all. I'm happy that Bay is playing instead of Lindelof and Harry, and there's no McTominay starting either. Okay, because I'm so nervous. I mean, just look, I don't want to wander off from Burnley into the Liverpool game, but
but you're going to do it, aren't you?
No, I'm not actually. I'm just going to say that, I think you sort of touched on it before. You're normally a little bit more when I've said this season, we're definitely going to win this game. You're saying we're going to win this game, so that's quite a change in stance for you, because you're normally
last time
like, oh no, I'm not going to believe that. So why is it that you're so confident? What is it that's changing that?
Because you know what, like, people are going to say because he's finally off the fence. It probably is a little bit of that, but I just feel like there's got to come a point where, as a United fan, you've got to have. I don't want to call it arrogance, because arrogance is kind of saying, I don't care what happens, we're 100% winning this game. Burnley are shit. That's arrogance. For me, I just believe in the players more. I believe that they're in a positive moment in the league. I believe that, I don't even need to believe, we're factually in a great position in the league. And I just got this feeling that I don't see how we don't win the game so long as they turn up and play how they're supposed to do. So for me, I can't see us not winning it. I'm fully confident. Listen, football's a mad game. The Premier League's a mad league. What if we have 5 chances, 6, 7 chances, hit the post, off target, definitely should have scored, just couldn't hit a barn door, Burnley get a penalty or a free kick, and Chris Wood bundles it in. These things happen. But I just have to be honest. You're asking me why. It's because I'm just in a positive moment. I really am. I look at last year and how bad it was just in general for us in life with everything that's been going on. And then on top of that, I look at how long it's been since we've not been anywhere near this position in the league. And I think, sod this. I'm not a Man United fan to kind of go, we haven't been here in 8 years, so I'm just gonna sit here quietly and just wait to the end of the season. I'm not going to get happy or excited. Forget that. Like, I'm not going to get too carried away and say we're definitely going to win the league, but I'm going to get behind it. We're in a title race. We're there. We are in a title race. And if I believe we're in a title race, I have to go into games feeling confident, and I am.
I'm just getting into a bit of a debate on Twitter, because I did say 3 hours before the game that I'd had some leaked team news that it was going to be Maguire and Lindelof at the back. So people are going, look at Goldbridge sources. Look at Goldbridge sourcing. Well, we've got 35,000.
Ignore them.
Well, we've got 35,000 people watching here. We were live half an hour before kickoff, and I actually had a message in my DMs and went, I've just had this from somebody. They were right at the game at Watford. This is the team. And the team came out half an hour later and it was bang on. So, you know what? They can sit down. But he's had 2. I don't even know if I'm allowed to shout him out, because you lot will just be following him and in his DMs, and it's not even a football account. They do music. So, but he was bang on. He bang on twice. So fair play. And when it happened live on air. So I don't even want to ask where he's getting it from. Sheffield United have won their first game of the season. That's nice for them. I'm being totally sympathetic and condescending, but they have.
Yeah, actually, just quickly on them, they always lose by like 1 goal. Like, I know people laughing at them because they might get the Derby record. You know, when Derby was shocking that year, but they actually are so close to winning games. I actually do feel a bit bad for them.
Colin United would love for us to go top on my 30th PS mark. I think a full watch along Flex and KG would be epic, says Ashley Duncan. Well, I've got lots of things sort of planned for, we've got to get out of this bloody lockdown first, because, StreamYard bloody watch-alongs are just not, I think my dog could do a StreamYard watch-along. It's just like, they're just, we like to do things a little bit better than that. I mean, it works for the the 8 o'clock shows, but we like to bring a lot of the graphics and everything.
Whatever works for each channel, innit? Each to their own, and people are doing that, and that's up to them. But I think.
I've just realised I've just disrespected AFTV. Love what you do, Robbie.
It works. It works for people, and they've got COVID, and what the real reason they're doing it is because they're adhering to the rules. So big up to them.
Yeah, I don't get what the rules are with that, because as we know, some people are just not or are adhering to the. I don't know. I mean, it's like today when I went to fetch the lad. It was like the road was so busy, and the schools. We're getting into bloody lockdown stuff there, but the reality is football seems to be doing quite well at the moment. In what is a very, very bad situation in the UK, and as I keep saying to everybody, just stay home and stay safe as much as you can, because the infection rate is huge. And I'm just so grateful, actually, I would say, to United and to Burnley and to any other Premier League club, that they're actually doing a great job, because I think keeping this football going, especially for us United fans, we're probably having the best time of our lives as Man United fans. Well, not the best time of our lives, but the best time of the last decade. Well, not the decade, last 8 years. In one of the worst times in UK history. So, but it helps, because it helps our mental health. So big shout out to the players. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Apparently we're only 10 subscribers away from 950,000. So please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. It's a long build up to kick off today, because it's bloody 8:15. I hate 8:15 kickoffs.
I didn't realise. I said to Jordy before, I was like, what's going on? Well, I didn't even realise. And when the team news didn't come out at 7, I was like, oh, it's 8:15.
Yeah, 8:15. So we've still got just under 20 minutes to go. Paul Kerr, welcome to the United Stand Members Club. Thank you very much for joining. Subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Keep hitting it. Let's see if we can get hitting 950k. Kim Hill says Ollie out. Look, we spoke about this on the Sunday night show. I don't really want to go over old ground, but I think the only way to sort of sit these Ollie outers down is for United to just keep winning and get top of the league. That's what we need to do. And it's funny, I'd never deny this. I've got no problem with anybody being Ollie out, to be honest with you. I do, but you've got to have. You've got to understand that there's different opinions. I always, when someone's got a different opinion to me, like if people say Van der Beek's only a number 10, I think it's absolutely wrong, but I can understand where they're coming from. I just disagree with it. I can't understand with the Ollie hate at the moment. It makes no sense to me. It's just not. It's not even something I can comprehend. Like if someone has a different view to you, you can sometimes understand it. I can't understand that at all. But what I would say is, look, I'm no saint when it comes to this. This is the team I said Ollie out against about a year ago, and I always stand by it. At that point, I'd had enough. I was absolutely fuming that we still hadn't got Bruno in, even though we'd been linked to him for 2 weeks. I felt that we'd lost 3 very, very valuable points. I thought, getting beaten by Burnley at 2-0 at Old Trafford with a crowd there, remember, and you would have been there, Flex, as well.
Oh, mate, that was a bad day.
And they deserved to win it.
They did.
I thought that
Jay Rodriguez scored a belter.
He did, yeah. And I thought that, Nate H, just let me read the super chat. Can't believe Matic over Fred. We have enough height to cover set pieces. See, not everybody's happy, but, each to their own. But yeah, and that had come after a number of bad results. I remember us bloody drawing to a Villa at home, and Bournemouth loss. Look, we'd had so many losses up until that Burnley loss, and that was it for me. And I said, look, he's got to go. He's not the right manager. This is not good enough. And I said Ollie out a year ago, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it because actually the journey back to where we are today has been all the sweeter. I actually think anybody who's been Ollie in the whole way, fair play, but I actually think you're just one of those win, lose or draw, hooray. I actually think accountability leads to success. I've seen this in my life. I've seen it, with Sir Alex. I've seen it in football. Somebody deserves to be sacked when they're not good enough. They deserve to be on thin ice when they're not good enough. And, I did say those words after the Burnley game a year ago. I said, Ollie out, I've had enough of him. But then what happened is we did sign Bruno Fernandes. And I was like, I cannot be Ollie out and enjoy Bruno, because Bruno was the player that I always wanted United to get. As many people who watched this channel at that time knew, I'd been on about him for about well over a year. So we got Bruno, and I wasn't happy with Ollie, but we got Bruno, but I had to make a decision. And I was like, I can't be Ollie out and then over the moon with this signing. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to give it time and see what happens. I'm going to get back behind the manager and see what happens, because I believe in this signing. And I've never looked back. I've had doubts. I have had doubts. I've had doubts recently. But after the Leipzig game, I said, this ain't good enough. And I don't believe he's the right man for the job, but I would give him till May. And that's been my journey. I'm proud of my journey, because my journey's always based on what's best, what I think's best for Manchester United, and I'm never always going to be right. But I don't understand where this hate towards Ollie is and Ollie out now, because to be honest with you, I look at that team and I think it's not far off. They've just got to deliver.
Exactly, they do, and the Ollie thing is like, I think we've all been on different roller coasters with Ollie, and I think if you've been one of these people who have kind of criticised him and you're not really sure and you're doubting it, I do think you were allowed to do that. I think you're right. I don't think you should have blind faith, because that doesn't come from not wanting him to do well. What happens is people who have been Ollie in from the start, which basically is like, whoever's the manager of the club, it doesn't matter what the results say, it doesn't matter how poor the players are play, you back your team. Because that's the message, isn't it? Like, you shouldn't criticize, you shouldn't say anything out of turn. You just blindly back whatever regime is going on because you love the badge Manchester United. But where I flip that is, because you love the badge Man United, when you see things that don't make you happy, or when you see things that aren't working, for the love of the club, you say something. But that's not hate. That's like constructive criticism. That's just like, I just don't think we're going in the right direction with this guy, or I don't think we're going in the right direction with this manager or this player or whatever it might be. And that can be changed with evidence. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's this thing that's like, if you don't make your mind up from the start that you know he's 100% the right guy, then you're fake. I don't agree with that. But hate is a different thing to that, because what hate is that when you believe something, you convince yourself that your own opinion is a fact. And once you do that, you then have to stay with that. And then that means no matter how well the evidence swings in a different favor to prove you wrong, you will still always have an agenda-driven opinion, which actually turns into, I just can't stand this player, even if they do good. I can't stand this manager, this team, even if they do good. That's different. So I'm with you. I think we've been well within our rights to question things when they haven't been going wrong, because then why don't the passionate people who have been in all along say, if you love the club, why are you accepting this? Why is that never a question then? Do you know what I mean? That's never something that comes out of the passionate side of in terms of never criticizing. It's never, you shouldn't really, if you call yourself a United fan, we would never accept this in Sir Matt Busby's day. We'd never accept this under Sir Alex. So why accept it now? That's never a question. So I don't completely agree with that, but hate is a completely different thing. And I think no matter what you thought before, you have to get behind what's going on because of where we are. And what's that, 950k now, everyone's saying in the comments, right, bang on time.
Thanks everyone for subscribing, thank you. Welcome to the Members Club, Stuart Carter. Congratulations on 950k, says Kieran Casa. Thanks for the super chat, Kieran. Welcome to the Members Club, Rossi Chino maybe, and Luke Reeby as well. Welcome to the Members Club. And 2021, 20 Premier Leagues and 1 million subs, says Sebastian Bodrick. That would be the dream. I still think it is a dream, but that would be the dream. But look, I may have said it. I'm sure somebody will clip it now. I've said it, but I don't think, I'll have said it in a mood, because that's what I do sometimes. Happy place, Turf Moor. Let's go, lads, says Joshua Bowwater. But nobody's got the right. And welcome to Marvin Killen, latest member of the United Stand Members Club. Thank you for joining, Marvin. Nobody's got the right to say you're not a fan. You know, you're not a fan for doing this. There's no such thing as this bullshit. We get it all the time. Oh, you're not a fan if you do this. You're not a fan if you do that. Who says who? Who are you to tell me I'm not a fan because you think what I think's different? It's called opinion, and that's what keeps football the great game that it is. But what I would say to those people who say, well, you're not a proper fan if you don't stick by the manager. I'm sorry, why is David Moyes not the manager still now then? You know, if you've got to stick by your manager, why is David Moyes not a manager? And if you've got to stick with your players, why is Alexis Sanchez not playing on the wing with Di Maria?
Exactly.
This is where they come unstuck instantly, because in any sport, in any walk of life, if you want to be elite, you've got to be ruthless. Look at what Klopp did to Liverpool when he walked in. And I can't even remember all the shit he's got rid of. But, you walk in the club and you go, that ain't good enough. Sometimes, sadly, people get the sack. Sometimes people get kicked out of the club. That's how you get where you are. So Alex Ferguson walked in. He got rid of people like Paul McGrath. They were brilliant. Brilliant player. Got rid of them. Got rid of a certain culture within the club. He was ruthless at the start and he built success. I personally, they are fans of United, and they think that it's the right way to be a fan. I just think it's one way of being a fan. I don't believe in win, lose or draw, support the team, support the manager, because otherwise we'd still have Ron Atkinson. We wouldn't ever have got Sir Alex. We'd still have David Moyes. We wouldn't have ever got Ollie or Mourinho or anything like that. You know, sometimes you've got to be like that. But sometimes there's a time not to be that. And I think now is the time not to be like that. Now is not the time, if you've got the best interests of Manchester United at heart, now is not the time to be going, fuck off, Ollie, is shit, this is why I don't like you. It's not, because how can it ever be when you're going to be top of the league for the first time since Sir Alex Ferguson left after Christmas? Ollie's so happy we've now got a proper number 9, says Robert McCormack. Welcome to the Members Club, Ravi. It's 4 a.m. in Singapore, says Hayata, and I'm looking forward to this lineup. Good stuff, Goldbridge and Flex. I can't believe... This is one thing we don't mention enough, actually. Lindelof had a problem with his back as a teenager playing ice hockey. Want him to play instead of Maguire, who needs to give his captain's band away to Bruno, says Whack him. And Terence Kirk there. I mean, where is everybody watching from? Because, you know, I sometimes forget to do this, and the time it is as well. This is what Manchester United Football Club is all about. This is not about being told you're not a fan because you don't go to games, or you're not a fan because you're not from a certain area, or you're not a fan because at one point you said Ollie out. What being a fan of this club is just wanting it to be the best club it can be. And there'll be people all over the world, and that's what Manchester United's all about. Look, for me, I've said it many a time, the lifeblood of this fan are the fans that go to every match home and away, and we hear them on the ground, on the TV, and we want them back. But it's all part of this today. If you're a Man United fan, you've got every right to be excited and hopeful that when we're doing the match reaction in the fan forum, it's going to be a celebration of where we are, because it's been many years to get to this point. And Sebastian Bodry says, I'm nervous, Mark. I am nervous, but actually with that nerve, Canada, says Canada Dave, with that nervousness also comes the excitement, because this is what it's all about. I don't know why I've got bloody, what's his name on the telly? I've got Nuno, get off, fuck off, Nuno.
Yeah, I think they're doing like a bit of a mixture. I might need to change yours, whatever Sky, because I think one channel's going to be showing that game and one's going to be showing the other.
Yeah, get off my telly, Nuno. But yes, I want Burnley. I've still got Ancelotti on.
Sports.
Get bloody Ancelotti off and get...
Stay on this one. 402 is the Wolves-Everton one, and 401 is this one. So stay on that.
Yeah, get off. Get off. Mark, it's 2 a.m. here in India. I'm watching it in anticipation of a huge win, says Soham. Thanks for your super chat. From India, and it's 1:40 a.m., says Vinet. Greetings from Manchester, Missouri, says Nelson. And it's 1:45 kickoff in India. Can't wait to see United go top of the league. Come on, United, says Abhishek. Thank you very much.
Imagine that, Mark. Can we just take a second, Jed? Sorry, before you move on really quickly. Just imagine setting an alarm, like going to bed at like if you watch the boxing, if there's a big fight on, if Fury's fighting in America or AJ or whatever, and you might go for a nap and wake up at 3 a.m. to watch it. Like, just imagine doing that week in, week out, though. We do it as a one-off event. If you're into your wrestling, you might want to watch Royal Rumble, or like you said, if you watch a lot of boxing.
I always love the American tour, but it is tiring to do, and we haven't done it for a while because we've not been on tour. We've not been on a tour
in the
for
Premier
a year.
League, and then all the cups. It's crazy.
And this is it. This is. Some fans don't respect this. Some fans, unfortunately, are a bit. I don't know what the word is, but they're a little bit ignorant to the fact that some people are doing ridiculous hours to get up and watch this club and it's not even just the matches. I'll be doing a press conference and they'll say it's 4 a.m. and I'm like, fucking hell, but they want to because they love the club so much and they want to see what Ollie might say something about a transfer or an injury. It's not just the matches. It's an amazing dedication, and you're all part of it. Don't let anybody ever say that you're not, because you are definitely all part of it. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. People that don't question their club when it's doing bad, I feel like they are prime cult followers, says Red Baron. And watching from Cape Town, South Africa, it's just after 10 o'clock at night. Let's go, boys. I love the channel, says Wesley. Russian Nightmare, Battle Creek, Michigan. Thanks for the great content, boys. Thank you, Russian Nightmare. Headache, but waking up to see us in the top after 7 years, says Sunshine Digital Media Agency. Hopefully it will take your mind off it, mate. Welcome to the Members Club, Mark Simpson. You're a legend, Goldbridge. It's 10 past 3 here in New Jersey. Our country's on fire right now. Stay safe, mate. Taylor B. So stoked base starting. Ollie knows Lindelof, Maguire ain't it, says Nate Bennett. And it's imperative we score in the first 30 minutes. We know the players climb levels after scoring, and Burnley will have to try to play in response, says Sam Rehan. I hadn't thought of it like that, actually. You know, an early goal would be really, really useful in this
Early
game.
goal's massive. Yeah, longer. You know what? Burnley are a team. We're talking about Burnley. Burnley are a team that kind of, especially against the big six or whatever you want to call it, the bigger sides, they play in chunks. You know, they want something to hold on to. Sean Dyche will be telling them, get through the first 20 minutes, nothing silly, don't concede anything, stay tight, stay in the game. Then it's looking at half-time as a landstone, as a landmark. Get to half-time, 0-0. Okay, then it's the 65th, 70th minute. Then we start floating some balls in the box and maybe go for it near the end. So if you can, the quicker you can take that away from Burnley, the easier the night becomes. The longer it's 0-0, or not even just 0-0. If they're under pressure, that's a bit different. But the longer it's 0-0 with Burnley just, heading away, easy balls into the box with not much thought behind it. Burnley kind of, slotting across in their two banks of four under not really much serious pressure, the more difficult game it will be.
Yeah. We don't want it to settle down into a, not many chances game.
And Ollie's instruction, sorry, just quickly back to Ollie's, he said you can't allow them to, get into your half and start lumping balls. You got to be on it and high tempo. There's energy in the team. There's this, there's that. So he knows and he's gone for that. So hopefully we see a start that reflects that.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've got it, but let's you've got to be respectful. The last thing I want is for people to think that I'm arrogant that we're going to win this game. I would never be arrogant with this United
Arrogance
side.
shouldn't live in the Premier League anymore, mate, and especially at our club because we're not that team anymore. We haven't won a league title in 8 years. So we can't be arrogant.
Also, I think many times in recent years, I remember that Everton game when we lost 3-0 under Ollie and we were a shambles, or it might have been 4-0 actually.
4-0 that was.
Yeah. At Cardiff at the end of the season. There's been a few times last year as well. I've said, look, I don't actually trust this team. They've gone on runs before. I don't trust them. I think tonight is symbolic. It's a step. This is huge. This is almost a semi-final. I heard somebody saying that earlier. It feels like it's a semi-final. Well, we know what happens in them semi-finals. There's trust tonight. If they can go and win tonight and then they can go to Liverpool and do something, I'm sorry, the consistency in the league over the last 2 months is elite, and you've got to believe in them, and you've got to.
Yeah, but over the last calendar year, it has been. Let's not forget that. I know it's across 2 different seasons. I was speaking to a friend, and they did say, look, it only matters what happens within the season. Don't take things from last season and put them into a calendar year. It doesn't work like that. I do get that, but from a point of view of looking at how you're progressing. You do have to give them a pat on the back and say, no one's taken more points than you. It does matter.
That's huge, yeah. And it's unfortunate because I think we almost won the league in a calendar year, but you don't win the league in the calendar year, do you? So
and that's why technically it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so you just got to keep on doing it. Exactly. I've put on a few candles and it's 1:30 in the morning, all set up to watch us get the top, says Ishan. Welcome to the members club, Kudakwashi. I'm starting to trust Ollie. Ollie has turned the notifications on to the channel. There are similarities between what a lot of you say and what we talk about and what Ollie's doing, but I also think it's logical, and I think he let's just hope we win tonight and build on it. 5:30 in Northern Australia. Can't wait to hear you say those words. Top of the league on the match reactions as Ninja Smurf United. I can't wait to say them. Cavani to bully Ben Mee tonight. Rasher's pissed with Boris, so Rashi masterclass coming, says J Max. I live in Perth, Australia, and woke up all the time to watch. I don't even set an alarm as my body has a United internal alarm, says Red Wazzies. Mark, please, I'm begging, have a good look at your Jordan from Hertha Berlin. Amas, everything your centre-back needs and would come for 25 million, says Terrell. And can we call this a quarter-final instead of semi-final? We tend to do quite better in quarters than semis, says Manny Madless. Well, Flex, we will get you on at half-time, and hopefully we will have that early goal. Any last words?
Let's just go and get these 3 points and be top of the league.
Defo. Okay, I'll speak to you in 45, mate.
Nice one, cool.
You can follow Flex on Twitter at FlexUTD. That, to me, is the longest period of time between team news and kickoff ever. I've never. I know it's the same, and I know it's an hour, but that just feels absolutely huge. I hope you've done United stand picks because you can't really do it. You can't enter now, but you can for the game at the weekend. Good luck to anybody. Keep your eye on the app because the points will change throughout the game. You could win part of the £1,000 pot. Hi Mark, this is Abdul from United States and can't wait for a Liverpool win. And also, Mark, I said it 3 weeks ago and I'll say it again. We are Manchester United and we want our trophy back. Wooly, I really hope we're building towards a title. I really, really do. But to me, every game's a cup final, and we work from there. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to start talking about winning it for me, just being top of the league tonight would be absolutely huge. My mate Nathan Baldwin and his boyfriend Nathan Taylor, love your content, mate, says Ryan Dixon. Thank you, Ryan, for letting me know about both the Nathans, and I hope they're having a nice cuddle watching the game, as long as they live in the same house. Don't want any lockdown breakdown. Right, hopefully my timer is working. It is. Good. Always good to run a test before the game starts. We've done that. Come on, United! Top of the league. Let's do it. Let's do it. Thanks for all the great content, says Christian Boccaccio. Hoping I can celebrate joining United Stand and top of the table on the same day. Thank you, Christian. Thanks for your super chat. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. The world is watching this game, and there'll be a lot of people hoping we slip up. A lot of people. 3 points clear at the top of the league with the same amount of games played against Liverpool if we can win this game tonight. Massive. Absolutely huge. Breathe the pressure. Come play the game, I'll get ya. Or whatever the lyrics are from the classic Prodigy song. I'm feeling cold. I've got that many goosebumps. Baggy bottom jeans, boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Next thing you know, gotta go low, 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 low. He's kicked the ball off without taking the knee, you prat. That's disrespectful, Westwood. And we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's bloody go. Come on then. Come on then, lads. Let's do this. That's surely a foul on Wan-Bissaka straight away. Hey, Kevin Friend, he's at it already. If you know, you know. Bloody, this is. Look, I'm probably going to be pumped up more than you tonight because I play a lot of FIFA career mode. Burnley, you don't even want to know. You don't even want to know what Burnley have done to me over the years in career mode. They basically, even the other week, even the other day I played them and they beat me 5-2. And on top of that, Kevin Friend is the worst referee on FIFA 21. So to me, this is almost surreal that we're playing Burnley in a game that we need to win with Kevin Friend as the referee. But I've got to pinch myself because this ain't FIFA, this is real life. So don't be pissing about, Kevin Friend, with silly little decisions like that. That should have been a foul on Wan-Bissaka. I don't want this to be FIFA revisited. We need to win. Okay. Jurgen Klopp, are you listening? You better keep our trophy glistening. We're coming in May to take it away. Walking in a social wonderland, says Julian Lee. There you go. If we bottle it again today, Ollie needs to work on everyone's mentality. We seem to bottle every competition, says Farid. We ain't bottling this. Oh, Pogba's just been pushed off the ball there, but Martial picks it up. Physical. They're getting physical here. Welcome to Mark Works Nice Burnley plus Clevin Friend, says Sean Finity. Defensive line's too bloody deep here. Push up the pitch. Push them up. Look at how deep Maguire and Bay are. Push them up. Time to make a statement to the rest of the league, says the LMH. Push that line up. They should be on the halfway line here, Bay. Look, Matic is on the halfway. We're too deep. We're playing too bloody deep here. What are we doing? Push the fucking centre-backs forward. I don't like this. Why are we playing so deep? I know the ball's with De Gea at the moment, but watch that defensive line. It needs to push up. They should be pushing up now. They're jogging forward. Push up. JT says, "Relax, mate. You don't understand. You don't understand my issue with Burnley. It's difficult. It's difficult for me." Richie says, "Calm it down." I can't. It matters. Beating Burnley matters more than you think. To me, it probably won't matter to you. Oh, come on. This is a bit of a shitty start. Burnley away, having a lot more of the ball. Get your bloody foot on it, lads. This is a terrible start. Come on. Here we go, Rashford. Come on. Look at Bruno. That's not bad. We need to relax into this game. Pogba looking a little bit. Pogba and Matic looking at. It's almost like it feels to me like we're playing on a frosty pitch. It feels like everyone's touch is a bit. You know when you're playing on like a frosty pitch and the ball's just rolling ahead of you and it's hard to get hold of it. Big balloon header by Maguire there. Get some direct. That's it. That's better. Into Pogba's feet. Use the direction of your forehead. That's better. Get a bit of the ball here. Bit of the ball. Push up, Bridge, says Elliot. I think we are playing deep. Eric Bailly should push up. That's it, Eric. Bring the back line out with the ball. Wan-Bissaka. Into Bruno. Wins the throw. Why am I shaking? You know why I was shaking? Because we look at the starting lineup and we think we're going to win this 3-0. Then the game kicks off and you realise it's a Premier League game and anybody can beat anybody. And you realise that, yeah, we've got a better team than Burnley, but they could easily win this game if we're not at it. And that's why the nerve starts to kick in, because it's a Premier League game and the Premier League this season has been ridiculous. Is Ollie shouting push up as well? If you know, you know. He's got to push that defensive line up. Like Eric Bailly needs to... Eric Bailly, Maguire, push up a little bit. Matic, move away. Matic is becoming a third centre-back here. That's better. That's better, Maguire. Push the line up with the ball. Lovely ball by Maguire there. Luke Shaw needs a bit of support. That's better. This is better. Get a bit of possession in their half. That's it. That's it. Better. Better. Luke Shaw is going to whip one in. Second ball. Piss off, Kevin Friend. Piss off. Sorry, I'm very agitated tonight. I'm apologising because I'm agitated. If you know, you know. I wish you'd stop saying if you know, you know. Everton are winning 1-0. Don't care. Some people are only just realising that Kevin Friend is the ref. He's at it again! He's done it again! Watch out for Kevin Friend. He'll be giving dodgy handballs in the penalty box. He is the worst referee on FIFA 21. He really is bad. See, there they go. Maguire, that's it. Get rid of it. I'd like to see us pushing this defensive line a little bit more forward. Oh, good tackle, Harry Maguire there. Wan-Bissaka missing the first ball. I think he's given a foul anyway. This is what I mean. That defensive line for me is too deep. It should be on the edge of the box. Let's see, Wan-Bissaka. If you let Burnley knock balls into your box, they're going to cause problems. Watching this with my granddad, a lifelong United supporter who's not well at the moment, being top in January since Fergie would make him so happy. Come on, says Jammy Jam Jars. I hope your granddad's feeling better soon. Big shout out to that. Love to hear that lifelong United support. That's what it's all about, and I'm sure every one of us are going to be like that as well. Mark, I've had to drink 2 bottles of wine because I'm so nervous, says Alec Martin. Well, don't pass out, Alec. You'll pass out and miss us top of the league. You'll wake up in the morning. It's like my mate when we were about 17. We were going out for New Year's Eve, our first year down the pub. Well, it wasn't really, but officially it was. And I had to go out for a family lunch in the afternoon. And when I came round, he came knocking on the door. I says, oh, did you have a glass of brandy about 7 o'clock at night before we go down? He says, it's all right, I've had half a bottle before. And then he just passed out in the bush. And we had to carry him back to his house and he missed New Year's Eve. So, you know, be careful if you're drinking. You might miss something good. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Bruno's just hurt his back, I think, there. They're a dirty bunch of bastards. Oh, sorry. Burnley. I'm too pumped up for this game. I'm too pumped up. There better not be anything controversial happening. He violated Bruno there. He gave him a right bump in the backside. Most points won since Bruno's debut in February. Man United 65 with a game less. We're still top of the league. Oh, Martial, what's your bloody line there? So 10 minutes. This is what that super chat was on about before the start of the game. We need to score in the first half an hour. Of course, we don't need to score in the first half an hour to win the game, but it's a very tentative start. Bit of a nervy start from United. Bit of a sloppy, nervy start. Need to settle. So do I. I feel that exactly the same, lads. Here we go, Burnley. This is exactly like... I'm having a nightmare here. This is exactly like my FIFA career mode. They just suddenly turn up. It is, isn't it? Anybody who's watched my career mode, this is what happens. You roll up at Burnley, you've got a much better team, and suddenly they turn into bloody Burnley owner. They're pinging it around, they're doing little flicks. Oh, I can't even look at Wood. I've seen his face going like this so many times on FIFA career mode. I'm not a violent man, so I wouldn't say I want to punch it, but it does irritate me. Referee's given a lot of free kicks considering we're in bloody Burnley. He by gum, Kevin friend. We don't mind it uppers here. Physical. It's a physical game in Burnley. Let the game flow. I don't even know if that is Burnley, by the way. Chips and gravy and pudding. And butter pie. They do have something called butter pie in Burnley. I do know my geography. And it's not just made of butter. It's got layers of potato in, I think. So there you go. You've learnt something today. Burnley, they love something called butter pie. Butter my arse if they win this. Not literally. I can't twerk. I've got a bad back. I'm nervous. Pogba. Come on, United. We just need to settle. Settle it down. Now taken out. I'm doing all Yorkshire stuff now. It's not Burnley. Bayek. I wish we'd bloody score. I'm a prat. This is when I'm hyped up. I don't need a drink. Happen you think I'm a right indecisive tit. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting nervous. No, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. It's not going to happen. I'm not becoming a meme tonight. It's not happening. This is a different time. Things are going to go well. Say it and it will happen. Too many fouls being given away, Tony Garner. They've got a free kick here. I like that defensive line by United. They've got a free kick just inside the Man United half, but our defensive line is 5 metres forward from the penalty box, so we're not letting them get deep. We're not letting one of those deep balls get into our box. And Pogba with the header. Good header away. Cross comes in. Get rid of it, Luke. That's nicely cleared away by Luke Shaw. Where's Volt Weghurst? Says Nasser Haroun. And Pogba wasting possession. Rashford sloppy as per. Bay leaving defensive headers to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Where's the midfield? I'm a little bit worried, says Jordan Brown. I'm not going to deny. I'm not denying that we've not started well. Well, we haven't started well. I think it's a cagey, nervy, sloppy start from Manchester United, and we need to settle. But you know what? Maybe things don't change from semi-final bottlers to, deliverers overnight. Maybe we've got to battle through this a little bit. Cavani's gone down holding his face. Oh, you've not given a foul for that, have you, Kevin, friend? You bloody prat. No, that's not a foul. Burnley can knock you out. I'm not going to give a foul, but if Bruno just brushes them... it's nothing. There's nothing in it, to be fair. Anyway, hi Mark. Have United ever been top of the league since the United stand started? Says Scott Damsel. I would bow down to the boffins here who want to check. Have we been top of the league since Sir Alex Ferguson retired? I would imagine we probably have been, but not post Christmas. We might have been top of the league after Game 5 or something stupid like that, but I don't think we've ever been top of the league after Christmas. We haven't, actually. Sing Broken Wings, Mark. So take these broken wings and let them fly away and let them learn a thing. I like that song. Stuart Bates, thank you very much for reminding me of a good song. Calm Me Down. Calm Me Down. Hi Mark, have you United? Yeah, we've done that one. And left centre-back's lack of pace and positional awareness makes us sit deep and not play on the front foot. Major issue that handcuffs our playmaker and attack, says Joey Pruitt. Yeah, well, maybe that's the next development. Under Mourinho's start of one season, says Robert McCormack. Yeah, I seem to think we were top at the start of the season. Kevin Friend and Burnley, Mark, worst nightmare, says Niall Miller. Mate, I'm suffering here, and people don't even understand why I'm suffering. This is psychological warfare for me. It's like, oh my God, Burnley and Kevin Friend. It's like what do they call it? That syndrome. But no, maybe that's going to be the next progression. We've got a quick centre-back next to Maguire, so we can play a bit higher up. Maybe we're still not playing as high as we would be if we had two quick centre-backs. But, first things first. Burnley starting off energy-wise. This is the problem, isn't it? It's a cup final to Burnley. Giant killings, whatever. It's not really a giant killing if Burnley were to beat United, even though we're favourites. And they are playing... This is what I was talking about last night. Remember what I said, if you're in the dressing room, let's get this game, let's fight for every ball. And we're not doing that at the moment. We're sort of relaxed. We're trying to feel our way into the game when I think we've got to fight our way in. Hi Mark, you've helped me through lockdown, says Lil Kamsi. Thanks pal, hope you're doing well. Netflix has the history of swear word documentary and I'm going to write to them to do one on Pratt. You should be on it, says Yee. Apparently we learned what Pratt was the other day, didn't we? Pratt is arsehole or something like that. Mark's got post-traumatic syndrome watching Kevin Friend and Burnley. That's the one, Jordan White. Can you call my bro Shahid a Pratt, says F.U. Naritis. And I don't trust these players, says Richard Bonzel. We've got a chance to whip a cross in ourselves here. Bruno whips it in. That's a good cross. Maguire. Oh, I thought he was going to get his head on that. Pogba's got it on the far right-hand side. Says Shaw. Shaw whips a good cross in. No one wants to attack it, though. That wasn't a bad cross by Luke Shaw. Gets it into Rashford. Rashford's been a bit sloppy himself as well. Matic. Needs to be some movement here. Goes wide to Rashford. Come on. Pogba's the ball. Matic. Here we go. Into the box. Luke Shaw. Bruno! Oh! He directed it towards goal, and I thought the way he'd hit it there, he'd placed it, and he didn't. Interesting cross by Luke Shaw. Not a bad hit by Bruno, but he can't get any direction on it. Did you watch Soccer AM the other day? Soccer AM Pro-Am used your get in to finish the drill, says Marcus Wynn. Well, hopefully we'll be using that tonight. Eric Bailly completely missing a header there and clearing out the striker. Don't calm down, got to be pumped up to go top, says KD Change. I wish the players would get a bit pumped up, to be honest. Probably with Matic, it's basically having a third centre-back. He needs to be level with Pogba to push up. Yeah, I agree with Daniel Harding then. It's like Matic is becoming a third centre-back, and I think the defensive line is a little bit deeper than I would like. But this is the thing, this is where Burnley get very excited, because they can not loft these long balls up towards the box and then use their height. In it comes, you see. De Gea does a good job to take that. Luke says, I'm here. How are you doing? I'm all right. All the better for you here being Luke. I've just been talking about you not being here. Please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner, by the way. Nervy start from United. And I think probably a nervy start for everybody else as well. Can you call the Daniel O'Connor a Pratt, please? Says Harry Day. And Mark needs a beer. I'm purposely staying off it. I just think it could get bad. Don't you know? Pump it up. We're going to go top, says fuck it, Pratt. So nearly 20 minutes gone in this game, and to be honest with you, it's a little bit funny. It's not a little bit funny. It's a little bit nervy at the moment. Matic to Bruno. Whatever we're doing at the moment, we're not stretching them. And again, the problem with this game at the moment is, and I said it before the game, if you don't get service to Cavani, there's no point moaning about Cavani not having a good game if he doesn't get any service. And he's had no service in the first 20 minutes. First 15, Maguire's been really good. Whenever he made some good tackles, we are quick to judge when he makes mistakes. He's playing well. Says Sean, negative Turner. I think we have started off quite well defensively. I want the defensive line to push up a little bit, but here's Rashford, pass one into Bruno. He's clearly onside. He has a little look. It's a dink of a cross. Martial. Oh, overhead kick blocked. Where's your bloody penalty for handball there, Kevin Frenton? Gives another bloody foul. Half a chance for Martial there. To be honest, Martial might find that he gets more goal-scoring opportunities playing off the wing, because the number 9 is a thankless task. Overhead by Martial. He shinned it anyway. Yeah, but as I was saying before, Cavani, you've got to create chances. We're not creating chances at the moment. And I think the referee is giving a lot of soft fouls, considering we're in Burnley and we're playing Burnley. Come on. Well done, Bay. Come on, Pogba. Get your foot in, Paul. Don't want to see any of that from Pogba. You got to put your foot in. There's Burnley down the right-hand side. He's going to arrow that towards over the bar. That's fine. Lands on the top of the net. Free Garlo. What's that all about? You need to take a stretch, says Tim Crone. Ice Cold Martial is terrible, Mark by King, says Arzo Frost. Ollie has that look about him. I would have that look about me if I was the manager. I'd be a little bit like, 20 minutes have gone in this game and we haven't started yet. Mark, you're making me nervous, says Emily Derry. Would help if United would assert themselves a bit. Exactly, Emily. I think we've not got started yet. Burnley have... What's going on here? Oh, I don't know. Matic into Bruno. He's tried to hit a long ball there. Maguire's got it. Thanks for the contribution, Savalio. Burnley have won it again. Giving the ball away a lot here. Into the box. Eric Bailly, watch out. Wood is about. Deflects over the bar. Bloody hell. I think it's Eric Bailly with the block. They've got a corner. Matic into Bruno. Loses it. And Burnley work it into the box. Eric Bailly there, you see again. Covering with the block. Wood with the shot. Might have been a problem for De Gea. Corner here. What we're going to do. This is big. This is a problem as well. Corners for Burnley. Zonal marking again. You can see that. We're going with the zones. Don't like it. But Cavani gets rid of it. That's good. Mark, the consistency of quality of content from you is commendable. Keep up the good work. By the way, the team is playing great. Let's go United, to Severio Hans. And Mark, you're making me nervous on that one. Hey Mark, can you call my friend Abia Pratt nervy start, says Vignesh. And can't believe I'm saying this, but Pogba in that rough midfield looks a liability. Missing Scotty. Hope he proves me wrong. Proper nervous here, says Sid T. I don't think anybody's really covered themselves in glory in the first 20 minutes of this game. I think defensively, Bailly and Maguire and Shaw and Wan-Bissaka have looked good. Cavani's just may as well be sat on the side doing his Instagram. And... I don't know what the ref's having a moan about. What did I tell you about Kevin Friend and Burnley? He turns into a right little dictator. Can you call my mate Josh a Pratt, says Reese Davies. Look at him. I wonder if he knows I ridicule him. No, he won't. Nobody's missing McTominay, said somebody there. Mark, 20 minutes. What have we done? They have so many important players missing. If Ollie wins the league, I'll go to the Himalayas and pray, says Sharath Kamath Fitness. Welcome to the Members Club, Tom Best. Burnley have started a lot better. Can you call my mate Ash a prat, please, says Arzo Frost. Long ball over the top. Rashford's got the pace. Can he catch the bounce? Oh, Rashi. Trying to do little turns there. Throw into Burnley. What has Cavani done, says Alexi Drizzy. I didn't think it would take long for that sort of thing, but can I just defend Cavani and say, what is he supposed to do with minimal service? Like, I don't think people understand football in the sense of if you're a number 9 for United and you're getting no service, what are you supposed to do? Plant trees and sing Heal the World? And, you know, he's got nothing to do. There's nothing going on around him. He's not getting any ball into him. So how can he have a good performance? It's not reflective of his talent. It's the same as when Greenwood played there at the weekend. It's the same as when Martial's played there and people say, oh, he's crap. There's no service going on. Here's Martial. Have a look. Oh, if he'd have looked to Cavani on his left there. He probably isn't going to look. Martial gets it in a half-decent position here. It's a lovely ball forward by Matic. He's running at the edge of the box. He's got a defender in front of him and he's tried to curl it. Nah, maybe that ball to Cavani wasn't on, really. There was another Burnley defender, but half a chance. What would you do if United win the league, says Mazia? I'm not even going to talk about it because it's just... To me, it's just unbelievable if we do it. Kevin Friend looks like a ventriloquist's dummy, says Voom Wiesel. No, let's not pick on him. Thanks for the contribution, John O'Brien. Well, at least United have had a chance. Martial's got to go, says Charlie Boyd, because he's missed a chance. Well, it wasn't even a big chance. Go on, Pogba. That's better. Cavani lays it off to Bruno. That's it. Oh, bloody hell. What's wrong with our passing tonight? It's like they're playing on a frozen pitch. There doesn't seem to be any fluidity or rhythm. That's a foul on Pogba. Surely that's a foul. How can the referee be giving fouls against us and not give a foul on Pogba there? He's a bloody joke. He's an absolute joke. Luke Shaw's saying, why is that not a foul? The ref's a joke. An absolute joke. This is worrying me. It is like a bloody FIFA game at the moment. Our midfield is disjointed to Sebastian. Fred and Van der Beek would at least break up the play in transition, says Emily Derry. Cross comes in. Pogba gets up. Cross comes in again. Back post. Pogba will get rid of that. Still Burnley in the box. A bit of head tennis. And we get rid of it. Mark, I think he meant what has Cavani done because the ref was talking to Maguire about him and Pogba. All right, Daniel Luciano, I see. Calm down a little bit. Oh, look at them. Look at them here. There's a player gone down from Luke Shaw's tackle. Cavani's in. Ref! Ref! Yes! Send him off! Red card! Oh, what are you on about? Should be a bloody yellow. What's going on? Maguire's fuming. Yes, Harry! Yes, Harry! He's bloody through on goal. It's a red card. He's not in the box. Red card. Now they're moaning about Luke Shaw's tackle at the other end. That's not a red. What are you talking about? Luke Shaw's gone for the bloody ball there. You're joking. You're absolutely joking. Cavani might have been offside. That's a red card. He's bloody through on goal. He's through on goal. Ben Mee is not catching Cavani there. That's a red. It's a bloody red card. Blatant red. Luke Shaw's is a bit nasty as well. Last man standing. That's a joke. Oh, God. That's got to be a red. If VAR, it's a blatant red. It's got to be a red. And he gets it's a red. Denial of a goal scoring opportunity. He's got to go. Got to go. Liverpool fans are going to be like, no, no, no. It's got to be a red. Oh, now they're looking at bloody Luke Shaw's. Oh, do not do that. Don't do that. He's gone for the bloody ball. He's gone to kick the ball. They're looking at Luke Shaw's more than they're looking at the other one. Well, just don't give any red cards. Don't give 2. Shaw touches the ball. This has got me nervous. Soccer's gone too soft. You're right. There's no way Luke Shaw should get a red card because he went for the ball. It just looks nasty in slow time. It's not. Oh, shut up. Shut up. There's no way. No way is Shaw's a red. No way. I'm typing this now. No way is Luke Shaw's a red. He's going to send Luke Shaw off. He's going to send Luke Shaw off. He gets the bloody ball. Play it in real time. Play it in real time. I hate football. Why do they start playing football in slow-mo? Play it in real time. This will get rescinded. It's the same as Digne. You're playing it in slow play. Play it in real time. Well, this is a red. Play the bloody Luke Shaw one in real time. That's not... No, I never even thought Luke Shaw's was a red at the time. You know what? He'll probably go and send them both off. And then we've got no Luke Shaw for Liverpool. Oh, what? I don't even know what's going on. So now he's stopped the yellow card for Brady. He's gone back for the foul and given it to Luke Shaw a yellow. Well, you know what? Could have been worse. It could have been it could have been worse. It could have gone back and given a red. He could have given Luke Shaw a red. I think he's probably got that right. I'm actually gonna say he's got that right. Clear and obvious, my arse. Looking at it 20 times, says Mark Whitten. Burnley are very lucky there. Very lucky. I agree. I think, how can it be a clear and obvious mistake by the referee when he's had to look at it 10 times on bloody slow play? It's just not... Yeah, Liverpool fans are going to say, oh, it should have been a red, it should have been a red. It should have been a red at the other end for Burnley because we've gone all the way back. We're checking a bloody sending off. We've gone all the way back for a foul that the referee saw, didn't think was a foul, and then VAR says you might want to have a look at that on slow play 20 times. You're having a frigging joke. Burnley player should be off. Trust your referees. Trust your referees. The referee saw the Shaw tackle in real time, said, no, play on. We go up the other end. Brady should get sent off. We go back to bloody Luke Shaw's foul on slow play 10 times and say, oh, it's a bloody foul for them. Jammy. Bloody jammy. Anthony Jury's right. How's he got that right? To be honest, mate, the only thing I'm calm about is I thought he was going to send Luke Shaw off. You can't use VAR for a yellow, can he? Says Benjamin. I don't know. Mark, he didn't get it right. Luke Shaw kicks the ball onto the Burnley Pratt. 100% of the ball. What he to do? The follow through. Bullshit, says Malik. It is a load of shit as well. It's a load of crap. VAR in the mud again. I'm not watching. Why? You know what really annoys me on VAR? Why do we have to watch it back in slow play? You know, if you're watching The Godfather, do you watch it in slow play? Watch it in real time. You know, what's the point in watching something in slow motion? Everything looks worse in slow motion, doesn't it? Like literally everything. Eric Bay gets it to Maguire. 35 minutes gone, so a little bit of drama, but I just think that's a dodgy decision, and it could cost us, because the reality is Brady would have got a red card, and instead we go back and look at a foul in the build-up that the referee bloody saw in the first place, and we're watching it in slow play. I don't. What's Luke Shaw supposed to do? He's got to go for that tackle. If he doesn't go for that tackle, everyone and Burnley score, everyone goes, Luke Shaw's a right bottle job. He's got to go for the tackle. It's not malicious. He gets the ball. It's a man's game because they're all men, obviously. Obviously, women can play, but not in this game because it's men's football. You know, he's got to go and he's got to put that tackle in, and he does. Like, I don't know what you're on about. And I'd tell you what really annoys me is I'm fed up of watching things in slow play and them going, oh, that's a definite red card. Play it in normal speed. It doesn't even look bad. Who watches things in slow play? Why are we watching things in slow play now? Oh, watch it in slow play. Look how his foot is up and it goes into the Burnley player. Let's watch it in normal play, because that's what life is. Life's not in slow play. Bloody bullshit. I'm telling you. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. Matic has got it on the edge of the box. Little dink to the back post. Rashford. Luke Shaw. Cross comes in. It's a lovely cross. Maguire. Yes! Harry Maguire. Get in. Luke Shaw assist. Maguire with the goal. United 1-0. Oh, referee's going to stick his big bloody hand up again. What is he on about now? Shut up. You're joking. You're bloody joking. Piss off, is that a foul? No way. You're having a bloody laugh. No way is that a foul. No way. That is not a foul. We're playing bloody Burnley. That's not a foul. Bullshit, is that a foul? That's never a foul. That's not a foul. He's given a foul. You're joking. That's not a foul. He's leading with his arm. Oh my God, the game's gone mad. The game's gone mad. What am I watching? What bloody game am I watching? Since when did you go to Burnley and play netball? It's football. Where's the foul? He's got every right to jump for that. The player's in his path. The player's in his path. Oh my God. That's never a foul. I'm telling you. That is not a foul. Bloody joke. How has Maguire fouled him then? Bloody joke. I'm telling you, you know why? Everyone was saying, well, he touches him. He touches him. You must be blind. Harry Maguire's running towards the ball and the Burnley player just backs off and stands still. That's not a foul. It's not a foul. Bullshit. I told you this game. I told you bloody Burnley, didn't I? Burnley and Kevin Friend. What a combination. Bruno. Pogba. Cavani. Handball. No. I don't think there was a handball there. It's his hand. Oh! No, I don't think that's a penalty. Kevin Liverpool's friend. That's his middle name, yes. Kevin Liverpool's friend. His middle name is Liverpool. Matic! What's going on now? Well, something's gone off the ball with Eric Bailly and Barnes. No, nothing's going to happen there. We've got we have got a bit of momentum at the moment, says Cruz23. Liverpool fans in the live comments like their manager moaning about us. We've got you rattled. Finally, your luck's running out this season, says Sean Negative Turner. Fuming there a conspiracy against us winning this is Anthony Jury. Maguire with the cross, headed back out for a goal kick. I thought we bloody scored. I thought Maguire had scored. Harry Maguire watches Goldbridge's career mode. Harry Maguire scores his header, says Ban Collier. In rugby, you favour the attacking team. In football, you favour the defending team. It ruins the game, says Mark Whitten. Maguire finally scores with his head. Ref, hold my beer, says Paul Holloway. You know what? I still, realistically, I think Maguire scored a legitimate goal, but I also think that Luke Shaw nonsense is a load of crap. They should have a player sent off, not us. You know what? Everyone will be playing that Luke Shaw tackle on slow play. Football is not played on slow play. Do you go and watch porn on slow play? No. So what, you're watching bloody tackles on slow play, which some people might say tackles is the same thing. But the reality is, why are we watching things on slow play? I've never seen such a bias load of bullshit towards Burnley in my life. You guarantee if Burnley score a goal like Maguire, they'll give it. Tensions are running high. Well done. I tell you what, Maguire's having a really good game. Come on, United. Stretch them out a bit. Go on, Wan-Bissaka. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Pressure is on. The heat is rising. We're growing into the game a little bit more. Say what you want, Mark. The world has gone soft, harsh but true, says Sharathkamath Fitness. Roy Keane would be tearing Kevin Friend a new one. Here's Cavani. Doesn't hold it up very well there, Sam Aimson says. But here's Bruno. Little dink. If you watch a slap in slow motion, it looks much worse. Same in football, it's not the same. Justice for Shaw and Harry, says Connor Howitt. And come on, Burnley, we beat them easily, says Zane Miassi. I think the thing in this game is that... I think the thing with this game is that it's just a frustrating game. But you know, it's right. If you watch a game of boxing and a knockout punch, the punch is quick. It looks like a good punch. You watch it in slow motion and it's like bang. It's just you don't do that. I don't know why VAR does it, because especially football, it's the worst. Oh, Maguire's made a right mess up. Good save, De Gea. There was a foul. Oh, God, I was panicking there. Stop. The referee, Kevin Fraud, says Higgy. The referee needs to... Oh, that was a foul on Maguire, thank God. I thought he'd messed up. Matic with a bad pass there. The referee needs to try and get this game flowing. It's way too stop-start, and it doesn't suit United. It suits Burnley to have a stop-start game because they love to hit long balls. Basically, they're just bloody Stoke. Tony Pulis on his... Sean Dyche has got... He doesn't watch porn. He watches pictures of Tony Pulis playing for Stoke, managing Stoke. Lovely ball out wide to Martial. Oh, terrible ball. Terrible ball by Martial, that. Got to be careful. This game's too 50-50 for my liking. Way too 50-50 for my liking. Luke Shaw's got it on the left. I think Luke Shaw's played well. He's put some good crosses into the box. Should have an assist. Maguire should have a goal. Some would say Luke Shaw Luke Shaw shouldn't be on the pitch. They'd be wrong. They'd be wrong. Here's Eric Bailly bringing it forward. Gets it wide to Rashford, who's had a quiet game himself. Rashford's looked too stopped to me. He's not got into his flow. Bruno to Pogba. Pogba's been a little bit... We've not been able to get Pogba in these situations enough. Luke Shaw. Pogba. Martial. Pogba. Oh, that's not a good ball. If you're going to put a cross in against Burnley, it's got to be a good cross. Sharath Kamath Fitness says, how can you expect Martial to play striker one game and suddenly turn into prime Neymar? We lack stability. I tell you what, I think Van der Beek could be good in a game like this. I really do. I think we've got too much physicality on there, and I think a little bit of... nice take by Cavani. This is better. Martial, he might hit this. Oh, I tell you what, lovely hit by Martial. Very much like the sort of shots I hit on FIFA, and Pope puts it out for a corner. Half of United's penalties this season. I've missed that one. Lovely hit by Martial. I've been gifted because slow play, as you call it, Shaw shouldn't be on the pitch. Oh, no. Ashley. I presume you support Liverpool. What a shot that was by Anthony Martial there. That would have been in the top corner. We need a street 30-yard screamer to beat this ref, says Rudy Cox. We nearly got one from Martial there. But corner for Man United. 4 minutes added on. We're not whacking court crosses into the box for some reason. We're doing short corners. Pogba. Maguire's played well to my surprise, but no one else is, says Pumpkin Spice Latte. Nice ball into Rashford. I think... Well, that's fine. Burnley... See, this is why it's good to have Eric Bailly in the team, because they hit a long ball and we ain't worried about that. Bring on Van der Beek. It's Pogba. There just seems to be. I mean, Pogba, Rashford, Martial, they're better players than this, but they just don't seem to be running freely. Good run by Luke Shaw here. Hey, ref! Oh, up yours, you bloody Luke Shaw agenda. Fisherman's friend, Kevin friend. Bloody hell. That was a blatant foul on Luke Shaw. Come on. Van der Beek for Matic marks as Mikael Roach. Worried Bridge. I am worried, Fat Boy Sticks. Welcome to... thank you for the super chat, Monsieur Jock. That's just a joke. That's a blatant foul on Luke Shaw, and he doesn't give it. Awful ref. I'm telling you, he's on the... He's having a right nightmare. Shaw negative Turner. I'd bring Rashford off, but Martial right back, left, and bring Donny on. He's too weak for the kind of game, and Donny can find that killer pass. I'll tell you what, Bruno's been booked now. He's got 4 bookings. We're going to be a bit bloody careful here, because if he got sent off for the Liverpool game, no one ever thought of that. What's he booked Bruno for there? And why has he booked Bruno? Dissent, probably. Matic, get rid of it. I think Luke Shaw's had a really good game, actually. Shaw and Maguire have looked good. Lovely. Oh, no, it's not worked. So Bruno's been booked for telling Kevin Friend he's shit when he is shit. Oh, that's even better. Our passing hasn't been good, actually. Trouble is, you can't bring McTominay or Fred on to improve the passing. The only player on the bench you bring on to improve the passing is Van der Beek. Look at it. Look at the disconnection here between the attack and the midfield, the defence and the midfield. See, it's not working. Matic becomes a centre-back and Pogba's close to Bruno, so the gap's too big. I don't know what we're doing with this midfield today. Just keep it simple. Sean Finnis says, when did the FA switch to Aussie rules? I'd bring Rashford off and put Martial right, Pogba left, says Sean Negative Turner, and get Van der Beek on. Here's Martial. Martial's doing all right from the left-hand side now. But what a shit cross that is by Wan-Bissaka. Bruno, back post. Luke Shaw will pick it up. That's going to be it. He's going to blow in a minute. And he blows. What a shit half that is. Absolute joke. Maguire goes to have a word with Kevin Friend. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm really shocked by that, to be honest with you, and disappointed. I'm sure we're going to see it at half-time, and I'm sure they'll have Prats on TalkSport and Sky saying, Luke Shaw's got to go. He's got to go because we want Liverpool to win the league. Well, I'm telling you now, it's a joke. It's a bloody joke. That Luke Shaw, to me, you always go on real time. You go on real time, and at no part did I think Luke Shaw's gone in to miraculously hurt him or anything like that. It's a bad pass by somebody. Luke Shaw's got to go for that ball. If he steps out and Burnley go and score, he may as well walk out of Old Trafford, because there's a lot of people who don't like Luke Shaw anyway, unfairly. They're going to absolutely slaughter him if he doesn't go for that tackle. He's got to go for the tackle. He goes for the tackle. It's a man's game. The player gets hurt a bit, but there's no malice in it. They play it in slow time and they try and turn it into a red card. It's not malicious. It's not reckless. It's not a red card. And what they've done is they've bottled the red card at the other end because they've shit themselves, basically. Keep the ball on the ground. Fred for Matic, says Dane Grayson. When you get decisions so consistently with VAR, can't complain when it doesn't go for once, says Will Haynes. And they should create and publish a ref performance league. It may motivate refs like Friend to do better, says Marcus Makeda. And Donny on for Rashford, changed to a diamond, says Mark Whitten. Yeah, Rashford's probably not had the best game. The moment you slow it down, it always looks bad, says Marcus Wynn. If it was the other way around, no one would even say anything, says. And I think you're right. I think you know what? To be fair, let's be fair, because it's 0-0 and it's Man United against Burnley. We're probably getting a little bit. Well, I know I am getting a little bit tempered because it's not gone the way we want it to go in that half. But the reality is we didn't start off very well. There's been a few average performances from Manchester United in that half. But I think that, it's not been helped by the referee, who I think there's been a few fouls in that game. Wan-Bissaka, Pogba, Luke Shaw at the end, where he's definitely giving them to Burnley, but he's not giving them to us. So, I do have a frustration in relation to the referee because I think he's been over sensitive towards Burnley. I don't even think Maguire's was a penalty. I thought it was a goal. I think it was definitely worth looking at on VAR. So disappointed, but we've got to bottle that disappointment and go for the second half. Floppy play, says Abhishek, and we need Fred on for Matic. Midfield lacks energy, says Cruz. I want Fred to pull up his shirt and show his Burnley jersey. Shame of a nation, FA, and poor excuse for a referee, says Arash. Honestly, even if Shaw was fouled, Brady should have been sent off for dangerous play. He got none of the ball, says Jonas. And is a Pratt, says Sam. Flex, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Go on then, give us your thoughts on that half.
Yeah, cagey half. Burnley just doing a Burnley, to be fair. Being difficult to break down. 2 banks of 4, working hard up front, being horrible. And we're in a game. And we haven't really settled. I'll talk about the refereeing decisions in a bit. I don't really want to go too much into that because I just feel that essentially we haven't been good enough if we keep our high standards up and call a spade a spade. We haven't moved the ball quick enough. We haven't looked after the ball well enough. The Harry Maguire one, though, I do agree. I don't think that was a foul. I think that was a bit harsh. But like that person just said on the super chat there that Robbie Brady should have got sent off. But if the first offence is Luke Shaw, then he has to pull it back for that. You don't go back and book in retrospect. You can't ask him to get sent off. It would have been a sending off had Luke Shaw not committed that foul. Luke Shaw did commit a foul. He did play ever so slightly the ball, so I think he gets away with it. But he could have been in trouble. I've seen those given as reds. So we're fortunate there.
I think on that, this. I said this. It's like the Digne one against Southampton. If he'd sent him off, that would have been rescinded. So I think sometimes in football, you're going to go for a tackle and someone's going to get hurt. There's no malice. It's not reckless. He's got to tackle him. He tries to tackle him. You can't always keep your foot on the ground. And I think that because they've played it in slow play, and we'll see it at half time now, everyone's going to go, that's a definite red card. But please play it in normal time and you'll see he's got what's he supposed to do. He's got to go for the ball. And for me, I just think, he's had to look at that 10 times to go back and give him a yellow card. He saw it in real time and he didn't think it was a foul. Trust your instinct. It's clearly not a clear and obvious mistake. He saw it and he didn't think it was a foul. He's watched it 10 times in slow play and gone, oh, it does look a bit bad. I'll give a foul. I don't think it is a foul.
No, it is a foul.
I don't think it is.
It's a foul.
I agree with what you're saying on slow play, but in real time, I was like, "There's nothing in that." He's got the ball.
But that's what VAR's there for. That's what VAR's there for. Though, if you can't see something,
obvious though, is it?
I don't know. I think even when
but the referees had to look at it 10 times.
But I'll tell you what, though, even clear and obvious, I think it's clear and obviously a foul. When I looked at it and saw the ball go that way and their player be down, I was like, "Oh, that's a foul." I couldn't believe the play actually carried on. And then when obviously Cavani got wiped out, you're then thinking, "Okay, if that's not a foul, then he's just going to get sent off." But the replay showed
clarity, isn't it? Because you'll have Liverpool fans in the live comments seeing Flex knows what he's on about. It's definitely a foul. But for me, I think they're going to show it here. It's a bad pass by Pogba, and he goes for the ball, and like the referee sees it, I see it. I think, let's play on. I say let's play on, and then the thing is, they're going to show it now on Sky, and they're going to go and play it on slow play. You've got to go off your instincts.
Yeah, slow play looks worse. Slow play looks worse, which is why it's not a red. The slow play makes it look, it's a little bit high, maybe out of control because it's slowed down and they put the freeze frame of where it ends up.
He kicks the ball.
That's what I'm saying. He touches a little bit of the ball, but when you touch a tiny little bit of the ball, sometimes they can still be fouls if they're slightly high, not definite reds.
And I just think the ball onto the player. That's what I'm saying. If the player, sometimes, if I go to 50-50 with you, and you get the ball first, that means you've won the tackle. If I then fly in and hurt my leg, that's just my bad luck. I get what you're saying, and you're not going to be the only one. But what I'm saying is, Shaw actually wins the tackle, and then the player gets injured because he's a little bit late. That's not my fault. That's not reckless. That's not even a foul in my book. But the reality is,
no, the player doesn't get injured because he's late. The player gets injured because Luke Shaw's follow through is a little bit high. Like he wins the ball there. But the follow-through goes up towards his shin pad. It's high. The follow-through is high. The initial contact is low enough to be not a red card. That's what I'm saying. For me, the contact is if the initial contact is above the ball, i.e., reckless/dangerous, then you're looking at a red card. But for me, you can see he plays the ball at an acceptable, reasonable height, but the follow-through takes it slightly higher. So that's why I'm saying it's a yellow at worst, and definitely a foul.
Well, I respect that, but I just think at the end of the day, I don't think it is a foul. But what I would say is the ref didn't think it was a foul. Then he's watched it 10 times and gone, it is a foul, which to me defeats the purpose because it's meant to be a clear and obvious error. You've not made a clear and obvious error, have you? Because we're debating it, and he was actually on my side, and then he's gone to your side. So
that's VAR then.
Yeah,
that's different conversation. That's
what I mean. That's my issue with it. If he'd initially said foul and gone red, I'd have gone shit. I don't think it's a red, but I'd understand it. But to look at it and go, that's not. He watches it, not a foul, and then he watches it 10 times on slow mo and goes, yeah, it is a foul. I think he's bottled it a bit there. What about the Maguire one? I didn't think it was. I thought that was a bit harsh. Burnley players just stopped. He's got a run on him. He's got a right to jump. He's gonna touch him. People saying, he's touching him. He's gonna touch him because he's running in on it, and the Burnley player stands still. For me, that's a goal because. Yeah, I can understand why people are saying it's a foul, but Harry Maguire's he's got to touch him to win the ball.
I think if that was the other way around and Tarkowski's jumping up over Wan-Bissaka like that,
I think he'd give it.
Ondijk's is going crazy because that's how they play and it's physical. So for me, that wasn't a foul. I think he puts his arm there in terms to try and get up, but he doesn't stop that player being able to jump. I think that he kind of exaggerates the contact and kind of buys that. I don't think that was a foul there by Maguire for sure. I think that goal should have stood.
What would you do second half? Because at the moment, if it stays like this, it's not going to be 3-1. It's not going to be 3-0. It's going to be very, very tight. We could end up drawing this game. What have we got to do in a playing sense? We've spoken about the referee decisions, which is fine. Some will agree with us, some will disagree, whatever. But in relation to the game, we're not comfortable in this game. Again,
No,
I don't think Cavani's had a chance. It's the number 9 problem again. Rashford's off it. Pogba we can't get in the game. Bruno's looked lively, but Martial's been in and out. But Rashford and Pogba, for me, have been a bit
Can't
quiet.
get any of them in the game.
No.
It's not one single player's fault. It's collectively as a team, because we're not playing well enough and playing quick enough and dragging them out of position and penetrating with the ball and making good movements. It's very easy. Remember I said that Burnley will play in stages, and if they're comfortable just slotting across, staying in their banks of fours, that's how they feel right now. They feel really, really at ease, and they're not overcommitting. They're not leaving big gaps. Paul Pogba, when he plays in that position, Gary Neville kind of said it in commentary, and I kind of thought, let me think what he means. And I kind of get it. He's like, when Pogba plays deeper against the low block, like how Burnley are, he kind of looks for the Hollywood ball every time. Whereas if he plays off the inside left channel, he can kind of bounce his 1-2s, maybe make something happen a bit higher up the pitch, go on a little run. But right now, where he's playing, it's like, it's not really suiting his game, because there isn't that space in behind where Rashford's coming in from the right wing and Martial through the left and that ball over the top. It isn't really happening for him in that area. So maybe you could look at, if you want to keep Pogba on the pitch, then maybe push him out to the left, make a change up front, maybe Martial come off and then put like a Fred in midfield or McTominay, just to get the engine room going in there and try and drag them out of position. Cavani is, like you said, he's just not getting the chances. But I wouldn't change it straight away. I do like to say this. I like to give the players the chance to make something happen. But you can't leave it too long, because we need to change the course of this game. Even bringing on a Donny in Pogba's position, because he can travel with the ball, play one touches, find different angles than Pogba would. It seems like Pogba's just he's just trying to find that killer pass every time, where he's probably been playing better off the left. And if there was more space in behind, it would probably work, but there isn't. So we might have to look at that the longer the game goes on, because Burnley probably aren't going to change unless something happens.
I think Rashford needs to kick up the arse. He's had enough of the ball to just, play a little bit on the flare. He's slowing his game down, and I don't like it when Rashford slows his game down.
Yeah,
you might lose the ball a bit, but run at him a bit. Run at him a bit. We're playing a little bit too, trying to find the perfect pass, and actually run at them. Run at them. Martial had a shot, didn't he? He nearly scored a good goal. So, I don't mind people doing that. I also think that maybe we've gone a little bit too physical. You've got Bay, Maguire, you've got Matic and Pogba. Maybe a Fred or a Van der Beek would be a little bit different, because, it's a very physical game at the moment. I'd like to see us just get hold of the ball a little bit. And I think at the moment, the passing's just not there again.
Yeah,
Noah says the game's perfect for Van der Beek. He can unlock them. I don't know about that, but I just think that keeping the ball a bit more would be good. Because, I think the last few minutes we were sort of camped on the edge of their box and they were a little bit more nervy, and it's the first time in the game that we've really got there. I think we need to get to the edge of their box a little bit more.
Yeah, it is.
Wan-Bissaka's offering nothing down the right either, is he?
No, we just haven't been at it. Really, that first half, if we're being honest, take the occasion out of it and how nervous we're probably feeling a little bit now at half-time. I don't know about you, but I am.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a very good
game where you just want to win now, don't you?
Yeah, it's just that we wanted that fast start, put Burnley under pressure, test Nick Pope, didn't get it. Burnley hit the ball straight forward from kickoff and had a wild shot and showed their intent straight away. Do you know what I mean? And then just kind of disrupted our flow. A proper Sean Dyche performance, disrupt our flow, sit tight, sit compact, allow them to, don't let them break us down, frustrate them. And you have to say, their game plan has worked better than ours so far.
Well, they could nick this. They could frustrate the life out of us and nick it, and that's the only way that we're going to win this game. Nick it 1-0.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I tell you what, if you were playing United stand picks, those ones who went quite negative were probably doing quite well. No goal in the first half. We've probably not created many chances in the first half either. It's a nervy one. It is a nervy one, and I am getting nervous because I think this is a massive opportunity tonight. Liverpool will take care of itself one way or another, but you can't. As I said, it feels like a semi-final again, doesn't it? Because it's like
we have to win.
there's a promised land. We are top if we draw, by the way, and we can still say
we're top
of the league.
I know, but that just doesn't.
But it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same.
No, it's not the same. We've got to win this game, man. And
what are you thinking for the second half then?
I don't know. I feel mad nervous. I just gotta say it. I'm mad nervous now seeing that first half performance.
I've been quite
We're
relaxed,
capable of
really.
upping the levels. You're quite relaxed.
No, I haven't been relaxed. I'm joking. I've been all over the place, but
Yeah.
you know, I Burnley to me are just a bogey side anyway. But and it's
Yeah, but
gone
it's weird 'cause
exactly
last
like
four
that.
times- Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. I think we'll still go on and win. I'm still going to keep the faith, but I am pretentiously nervous undercover.
Okay, well, we see you on the fan forum with KG, and hopefully we're going to be celebrating a win, mates.
Cool. Hopefully we are.
I'll speak to you in a bit.
Nice one.
Shut up. Make sure you join Flex on Twitter at FlexUTD, but you can also catch him on the fan forum, which will be after my match reaction, where we do the player ratings. Adam, Kev, Flex, KG, Alex, and I've had a right brain blank there. Jay. It's Jay, innit? I'm not normally one to complain about the referee, but Kevin Friend is straight up ruining the match. Maguire header being disallowed was ridiculous. I don't understand with Maguire header why he didn't go to VAR. Donny for Pogba, we need to unlock this defence, as Connor Shields. Or why didn't VAR just say you might want to look at that? Because, you know, it's as somebody said in the first half, the onus should always be on the attack. And, you know, they should be saying to the referee that to us that looks like it should be a goal. I'm a ref. Flex is right. The challenge is clean, but the follow through, even though it was an accident, was reckless. Clear yellow. Maguire decision was wrong, says Alia. No, I'm not saying that Flex is wrong about the Luke Shaw thing, but what I'm saying is that give the foul in the first instance. Like, I saw the tackle, he saw the tackle. I thought, oh, it was a bit nasty, but play on. He got the ball. If you've got the referee made the decision that it wasn't a foul by Luke Shaw. He's then had to watch it 10 times in slow play to say that it was. Well, that's not a clear and obvious error. That VAR is about clear and obvious errors. That wasn't a clear and obvious error because you've spent so many times scrutinising your decision. Stick with your bloody decision. He bottled it. You know why he bottled it? Because if he doesn't give the Luke Shaw one, he knows he's got to send the Burnley player off. That's what pisses me off about it. Not if Flex thinks it's a foul. If you think it's a foul, that's fine. The ref saw it. I saw it. You saw it. I didn't think it was a foul in real time. He has to watch it 10 times and then go, yeah, it was. But the real reason is he knows it's one of those borderline ones and he doesn't back himself, because if he backs himself, he's got to go up the other end and send off the Burnley player, which is just loads and loads of trouble. So he bottles it, really. That's what he does. But, you know, I think Luke Shaw's had a good game. Are they saying that if Brady broke Cavani's leg there, he would have gotten off with it because of the previous foul? Surely that can't be the rule, says Leds Peldo. I don't know. Maybe there's a leak in the matrix there. If Shaw's is a foul, what's he supposed to do then? Just leave the ball, but we will win, says Akash. Exactly. I think I've explained it where I'm coming from. People will be coming from other areas. Some people will say it wasn't a foul. I think it probably was a foul, but when you watch it in real time, I think, you know, it's not been given. And then when you watch it back, you're like, well, I'm only giving it because it's slow play and I've got to send a Burnley player off. So ref's got to back himself. Martial into Shaw. Does well to keep it in for a throw-in. We just need to start this second half better anyway. Refs looked at it 10 times to decide it's not a red. It's a red. If it's a red, not a foul, says Duncan. We've got to move on. Would I make any changes in this half? Would you make any changes in this half? I agree with Flex. I'd keep it how it is for 15 minutes. I think if it stays like it was in the first half, you've got to look at... I think Van der Beek's the best midfielder to bring on because the problem we've had is the passing. Now, you could take Rashford off and put Van der Beek on the right and keep the midfield the same. You could take Pogba off and put Fred on. But we're trying to score goals, so I don't think taking Pogba off is an idea. I don't think we'll see Van der Beek play at all, if I'm honest. I think the only changes... This is where Ollie's got to move to the next stage with me, is if we carry on playing like this... Remember against Wolves, he just stuck with it and stuck with it. Sometimes you've got to change your attacking options. I reckon Kevin Friend was a bit too friendly in the changing room with Sean Dyche, says Gark. Here's Rashford. Of course, Rashford can produce something out of nothing, though, as we know. This is what I want to see more of. United camped on the edge of the Burnley box, probing. lube them up and get it in. Bruno, he's going to hit that. Corner. Is it a corner? No, throw in. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We've hit 950,000. We're now on that road to the number that we don't talk about. But bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. Get involved with the channel. We're only 100 away from 951,000 now. So please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. Wan-Bissaka's got it. We've still got the ball in and around there. Wan-Bissaka should win that. That's not a foul. Oh, for God's sake, I'm getting fed up of this. Stop, bullshit. Where have they got these bloody officials from? Toys R Us. They are soft. They belong in the bloody cuddly toy section of Toys R Us. Bloody joke. I don't think Toys R Us exists anymore, but you get the gist. Soft. So many soft fouls. We're playing Burnley, by gum. Come on. They put gravy on the cereal up there. They're proper northern folk. They don't mind a bit of physicality. If it's snowing, they go out in their swimming trunks. They're hard as nails up there. They don't need any bloody fouls given against them. It's not Arsenal. There should be a 30-second limit to watching a replay on VAR, so they can only change clear and obvious decisions, says Glory Boy. We need to win the game and beat Liverpool, says Jordan Bradford. I don't think we need to beat Liverpool. I think that's another matter. We need to win this game, though. Defensively, I think we've been good, though. I mean, if we're searching for positives, I think defensively we've been good today. Can you say happy birthday to Jack Hingston, says Charlie. Happy birthday to Jack. There you go. You know I'm stressed. I don't know whether it's coming across, but I am really stressed in this game because obviously I think if Burnley were to score first, they might nick it. And I know as well, you know, I know how many of our rivals are waiting for us to mess this up. They're just waiting to do it. And that adds pressure as well. It adds pressure for the players. It adds pressure for the fans. You know, you don't want this sort of a game. The last thing you want to be doing is moaning about referees as well. You know, we haven't moaned about referees for a long time because we've been nowhere near being a competitive side. But the more you are at the top of the league, this is why Liverpool moan about referees all the time. We used to do it 10 years ago. You spend a lot of time moaning about the officials when you're a team fighting for titles. And I'd forgotten about that because we haven't done that for a while. Great throw out by De Gea, and Pogba's took down that lovely. It's took 3 players out. Bruno into Martial. He's got too many players around him. Cavani! Oh, no. Edison misses a sitter. I'm calling it a shitter. It's a really good chance, this. It's a lovely takedown by Pogba. He takes 3 Burnley players out. He gets it to Bruno. Bruno holds onto it for just the right time to get it to Martial. Martial finds Cavani. And Cavani misses. What a chance. Go again. And I moan about that. I always say the number 9 don't get any chances, and he gets the chance and he misses it. It's coming though, says the Braddy G. I hope so. There's a good chance that. It's been a very odd game. Give Susan and Robert a shout out, says AJ. Patty, they love you. And PS, keep singing. Tonight isn't our night. Too early. Hey mate, we've got 40 minutes. Liverpool fans are going to be more nervous about this next 40 minutes than us. Trust me, I know what it's like. It's coming for sure. I think it's coming as well. Hopefully it's not coming for Burnley. Come on. Go on, Luke. Move into that space. Oh, Maguire's got to be a little bit careful there. That's a lovely pass by Luke Shaw, you know. He's not got many options. That'll do. Lovely play by Bruno. Well done. We've moved it out of position there. Mark, I don't care about anything. We can't draw to Burnley, says Sharath Kamath Fitness. Well, here's Rashford on the right-hand side. That's a bit of a me ball there. Not me personally. That's just a bit of a meh ball. I don't know what Rashford's trying to do. I do. Unlucky. Maguire doesn't win the header. Eric Bailly does. Well done, Eric. Well done, Bruno. I think Pogba and Bruno have started the half off well. Rashford now. Go wide, go wide, go wide, go wide. Needed to go wider to Bruno a little bit quicker there. Bruno's on a yellow card. We've got to be... I tell you what, I think I've twisted my bloody balls up. I've got a right pain. Oh, bloody hell. I'm not joking. That really hurts. If you know, you know. I feel like it's right up in my stomach there. I will have sympathy with half of the fan base here. Feels like it's twisted. Hopefully this is the calm before the storm anyway. Hopefully this is building towards a late goal. We'll get there. I'm going to stay confident. We'll get there. There's plenty of time left. As long as we don't concede. Look, Martial's playing a lot better second half as well. He's put a chance on the plate for Cavani. You know, I think it's taken Martial a bit of time to get used to playing off the left, but he's looking good. We're moving the ball a lot better second half. Definitely moving the ball better. Burnley are not in the game at the moment. Rashford, come on, stop slowing the game down. This is not. Don't want to see this from Rashford. Don't care if you give the ball away, but attack the space, up the tempo. You're not bloody David Silva. You're Marcus Rashford. You're a flair player. You're a quick player. Move the ball. Come on, get the tempo going. See, he's a little bit slow on the ball today, Rashford. Oh, come on. Do you take Rashford off? I always think it's a risk. I don't think Ollie ever would anyway, but I don't know whether I would take Rashford off. Here's Bruno in a good position. Needs a bit of help. Shoots straight at the keeper. Worth a shot. Hi, Mark. Which subs will you make? Says Juan David van der Burr. Difficult. Rashford on the right just doesn't work and shows how much we need a right winger, says Anthony Jury. I've done that with my balls too. Sorry, Mark. Here's to make you feel better, says Vale. Thanks for that. Super chat. Brick Leader, welcome to the Members Club. And also, welcome to the Members Club, Henry Stratton. Thank you for joining. Get your little badge next to your name. Here's Bruno. He's got a good position here. It's a 4v4. Into Cavani. Leave it for Martial. Cavani's not at it. Probably because he's a bit rusty. Martial into Pogba. Is it worth a shot? Pogba on his own. Little dink. Oh, I think Martial took it off Cavani's foot. Get on your toes, lads. We've still got the ball. Bruno. Pogba. Rashford. Oh, for God's sake, lads. It's just not dropping. Pogba on the back post. I thought he was going to hit it. It's just not dropping. It's a lovely ball by Bruno, this, to Pogba. I think Martial takes it off the foot of Cavani. Bruno might have been... Pogba would have been offside, actually. Pogba would have been offside. But... it's getting closer. It's getting close. It's getting closer, I hope. Oh, here we go. Sky, I love this sort of thing. Starting 11 costs. Burnley costs 41 million. Man United costs 463 million. How's that relevant? I suppose it is. I suppose it is. God, I'm stressed. We are 10 subscribers away from 951,000. Please subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Poor old... Donny always makes me want to cry when they go to him. Looks like a puppy. Free Donny. Well, a lot of people on Twitter are saying Rashford needs to come off. He's one of those... Oh, lovely pass by Pogba. Into Bruno. Cavani's going to be offside here, surely. No, linesman says play on. Look, miles off. Bruno's pointing at Pogba now. He's right. Nicely ball. Nice ball. Rashford, turn. Quicker. What's that? I would never say the words. I would never tweet, take Rashford off. But I do agree with people saying he's not having a good game. But I just don't know whether he's that sort of player that you take off. I don't think Ollie would ever take him off. But I would like to see... I'd like to see Van der Beek play in that right-hand side position, to be honest. But I do feel there's a goal coming. Why is the starting cost... Sharath Kamath Fitness says, why is the starting cost not relevant? We have top-class players. Yeah, I did sort of say it was. I'm just frustrated. Rashford is wandering into the centre now. We don't want to see congestion, though. Lovely ball by Bruno. Rashford. Forget Rashford, take Matic off, says Josh D. What is he actually doing other than short, slow passing? This match needs a high tempo. Well, it's just defence against attack at the moment. Bruno, he's going to hit it. Straight at the keeper. Time is moving on. Half an hour to go. It's been exactly the game we feared it would be, to be honest. Tight, nervy, frustrating. Burnley. Why is Donny not playing? Why is Matic playing, says Euroboss. I think he'll bring McTominay on if he's going to bring anybody, to be honest. But he's definitely got... I tell you what Ollie has got us doing the second half. He's got that high line playing high, which in the first 20 minutes I think we didn't really do. So he's got that line high, which is good. And it's forced us up the pitch. Pogba switches the play to Luke Shaw. Nice one. Maguire moves forward. That's it. Go on, Harry. Little dink ball. Oh, second ball. Well done Matic there. I think Matic has played quite well, though, because I think it's just allowed Pogba to push forward more. And I think Pogba's been better second half as well. Rashford, right-hand side. Go on, Rashford, run at... Oh, bloody hell. It's not Rashford's night. Do you risk taking him off? I don't think Ollie would ever take him off. Cavani and Matic off for Donny and Mata. They starting to drop off the pace, says the mystery man. He might take Cavani off and put Martial through the middle. Lovely ball here. Bruno. Oh, referee. I think we need a yellow card there. Westwood. Rashford looks sloppy tonight, says Krish. It's the $100 million question. Do you take Marcus Rashford off? I'm not saying he's Cristiano Ronaldo, but there are certain players that you don't take off because they can produce something out of nothing. Cynical foul by Burnley there. Half an hour to go. I think Martial's played well second half, He should have had an assist. But I think Pogba and Martial have been much better second half. I think first half, Martial, Cavani, Rashford, Pogba, not really in the game. Second half, Pogba and Martial have come into the game a lot more. Obviously Cavani just doesn't look quite sharp, and the same with Rashford, really. Get Rashford off. I said it too weak for this game, says Sean Negative Turner. A lot of people are saying take Rashford off. Bruno switches the play. Bad ball by Bruno, that. Can't be hitting them passes and not making them passes. Luke Shaw's got to be careful here. And Eric Bain covers well. That recovery pace, always very important. He needs some help. Give him some help. Well done. Nice play from United there to get out of trouble. Well done, United there. Defensively, we've done that a few times this half. We've not panicked and we've passed our way out of really difficult situations. Shaw, Cavani, Bay, brilliant. I'm not sure. Cavani's gone to the left wing here. That's a nice ball. Rashford's there. Who wants it back? Post! Oh, bloody, he was offside anyway. It's not his night for Rashford. Take him off, says Trevor Chapman. he was offside as well. We've mixed it up a bit. I'll say it, take Cavani off, put Van der Beek left. It's not Cavani's fault, but we need to create. But Martial up front, it's Burnley marks, says Sharath Kamath Fitness. He needs to start thinking about changes, Sharath, because we've had 65 minutes. Here's Martial. That's got to be a foul. It is. Brownhill. They're going to make a change. Dwight McNeil, a little bit more attacking from them. Robbie Brady goes off. Should have gone off about an hour ago, to be honest. For a red. "25 minutes to go of normal time. Please subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. How are we feeling in the live comments? Definitely need Donny on, Sharpish. They're starting to sit deep and it's all now we need someone else more creative on the pitch," says Robbo FM. Rashford's having a terrible day, says Omar Drizzy. I don't know whether anybody's actually warming up for Ollie. The trouble with Ollie is he might have the Wolves mentality where it's like, I don't know who to take off, I'm just going to stick with it. It's not even that he doesn't know who to take off, he just doesn't want to risk taking off a Rashford who might just produce a moment. I think he's waiting for that moment. And he might be right. He might be right, but that's the risk you take. That moment might come. Here is Rashford. Go on, Rashford. Cross. Not a bad cross. Goes for a corner. Nervousness in the live comments. People saying, why is he not making the subs? Got my lucky pyjamas on. Well, pyjama bottoms. I haven't got Lyle and Scott pyjamas. I don't know whether anybody's warming up for United. I haven't. I mean, Burnley have made changes, but I haven't seen any changes for us. Luke Shaw's going to take this corner. Bring on Van der Beek. Cross comes in. Cavani. Oh, he's put it wide. He's had chances, Cavani. Greenwood on, says Kylo7. Puts his hand up. Bring on Van der Beek for Matic, not because he hasn't played well, but we don't need him as Burnley are backing off, says Sean Finity. I tell you what, if this is Martial, people are moaning there. Just interesting super chat here. At this point, it's beyond having a bad day. Every time a game has significant meaning, they bottle it, says Chris Grathwell. I don't think we've bottled it yet. I think there's plenty of time left. It's a tough game. Burnley have actually been well organised, and I think we've just got to keep at it. You know, it's about winning this game. Rashford, good play. Nice. That's Rashford. That's good from Rashford. Now Bruno into Martial. Into Paul. Ref! Oh, ref! You're joking! How's that not a penalty on Pogba, you tosspot? He's a bloody joke, this ref. He's a liability. How is that not a foul on Pogba? He's bottled it. He's bloody bottled it again. Watch it back. Well, Martial would have been offside anyway, to be fair. It's a definite penalty on Pogba, though. He pushes him over. Pogba got pushed, but Martial was offside, so I'm not going to moan. It wouldn't have been given because Martial was offside. But the fact that the referee didn't give it just shows you how useless he is. Time is moving on anyway. A lot of people will watch this performance and say Liverpool won't be worried about it, but different games lead to different things. There's not, Liverpool will attack us way more and they'll leave more space. Burnley are basically parking the bus here second half, and we need Bob Messi. Here's Pogba. Oh, come on, lads. Don't get in each other's way. Rashford to Wan-Bissaka. He can't cross his legs, can he? Wan-Bissaka's crossing is just a joke. We desperately need a right back who can put a cross in. Travel says, I haven't heard toss pot for a while, Mark. Travel. I don't even know. I know the word toss pot. I don't know how many years it is since I've said it. It can't be a penalty on Pogba because they would have checked the line of Martial and he was offside. So, to be fair, I'm not going to moan about it. I thought it was a penalty, but legally it's not because Martial was offside. Cavani. Oh. Mark, I haven't passed out yet, but I'm slowly losing hope, says Alec Martin. Pogba, lovely header. Bruno. Rashford. Come on. Come on, Rashi. Attack him. Run at him in the box. Yes! Pogba! What a hit! What a hit! Marcus Rashford breaks the defence. Pogba volleys it. Get in! Get in! Sit down, Burnley. Sit down, Kevin Friend. Kevin, Burnley's friend. Sit down. 1-0 to Manchester United. And Burnley, you frustrating bunch of brats. Bloody Burnley. Sit down. We've broken the gap. Rashford with the cross. Let's have a look at this. Cross comes back. It's a lovely picked out cross. It's a lovely technique. I think it probably deflects on its way in from Pogba because I can't imagine Pope wouldn't have saved this. Bit of a deflection. Doesn't matter. 1-0. We're top of the league. Sit down, Burnley. You bloody northern Stoke City in a Villa kit with a manager like Sam Allardyce with a cough who's got pictures of Tony Pulis all over his wall. I'm saying you're boring. You bloody frustrating arseholes. 1-0. Get in. Get in. Don't care if it's a deflection. They all count. Get in. Oh. Relief. The relief, and the relief is huge. We needed that. We needed that. Now, the game should open up a little bit now. Let's get the second goal. Some would say justice. Some would say justice. Pogba, I felt, was fouled. It wouldn't have been a penalty because Martial was offside, but we deserve that. We deserve that because there's been so many things that have not gone our way tonight. And people will say, mainly people who talk like this, will be saying, that's bloody lucky, that is. That's luck. But it's not luck because we've been quite unlucky in this game. And yeah, Pogba's, people say it's a good hit. It's a good hit by Pogba, but it deflects in, to be honest. The keeper's going to save that. But you need that little bit of luck because we've had a lot of luck go against us. You don't need a lot of luck. We do. We need a lot of luck. We need a lot of luck. Come on. Come on. I don't care if it deflects off bloody Kevin Friend's arse. It's a goal. It's 1-0. The score says 1-0. That score says 1-0. And the league table says top by 3 points. But it's not over yet. There's 20 minutes to go and this game just feels... It doesn't feel like one of those games to count your chickens, if you know what I mean. It's a bloody weird... It's always bloody Burnley. It's just not smooth, is it? A lovely ball by Rashford though. I mean, a lot of people were saying take Rashford off and then he picks out Pogba with a delightful ball. So this is why he doesn't do it. Because, to be fair to Ollie, he doesn't do it. He sticks with it. And time again, they do produce. Like, they do. Here's Bruno. I might take Bruno. I'd take Bruno off, He's on a yellow card. Look at that. That's not a foul. Take Bruno off for Donny, says Ashley. Yeah, I would take Bruno off for Donny. He's on a yellow card. Alvin says Pogba getting us on top. How ironic. Well, I don't know whether there's irony there. I mean, I said this at the time. We were all very angry at the time. Pogba said he wants to go at the time, but there's been this professional decision. It benefits Pogba. It benefits us. We all win. If he wants to go to Real Madrid, they'll be watching that, going, he's a good player, and we're benefiting. So it benefits anyone. Happy place, turf more, says Stephen. Bruno. I'm a bit worried about Bruno. I think Bruno's worked really hard tonight. He's actually been an understated performance from Bruno and Pogba second half, although Pogba scored actually, so it's not understated. But I think Bruno and Pogba second half have been fantastic on the ball. They've kept the ball moving to the attack all half. I'm just a little bit worried about Bruno keeping him on the pitch, because he shouldn't be on the pitch now. Pogba haters in the bin, my midfielder, come on, says Kieran United. Take that, you annoying, frustrating Pats, Burnley, says Mr. Nutjob. I tell you what, Burnley should take it as a compliment, because this is a massive win. If we can get this win, it's a massive win, because they've been very frustrating, and I think that's all Burnley can do. They do remind me of Stoke with Tony Pulis. They are that long ball team. 15 minutes to go. Player ratings will be out soon, actually. Bloody hell, I forgot about that. So wrapped up in this game. Bit of admin whilst I'm stressing. It's not ready yet. Let's see if we can win the league this season. You reckon Pogba would stay, says Mayor. I think anything's possible. And that is why Ollie didn't make any subs. Credit's due. Rashford assist, says Scott Sandwell. Yeah, this is why I said don't take him off. No, I didn't say don't take him off. I said I don't know whether I would take him off. Eric Bay clears it again. See, the game suddenly changes now. Because Burnley have got to throw caution to the wind, so it will... is Martial. I think Martial's done well second half as well. Very tidy on the ball. Very tidy on the ball. Pogba's been fouled there. I need to just box clever this second half. Last 10 minutes. Just box a little bit careful. Calm it down. We don't want Pogba getting injured either. I'll tell you what I would say from an early observation as well. Everton are beating Wolves 2-1. I don't know whether I probably would play Fred and McTominay again. He's going to bring Greenwood on. Probably for Cavani, I would say. But yeah, I don't know against Liverpool whether you could play. I think we might have to play. We are away at Anfield. I think McTominay and Fred might be the right two to play against Liverpool. I know that sounds ridiculous because I'm not always their biggest fans as a pair. But I actually do think that it might not be a bad idea to play them. Here's Cavani. Into Rashford. Lay it off, Rashford. Lay it off. Pogba. Rashford. Oh. Burnley on the attack now. Wan-Bissaka, let that go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Be at one with earth and soul. Let it go. I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm mad. Subs, Ollie, Mason for Rashi and Donny for Bruno on the yellow. Says Pooley. Usually a big critic of Maguire, but apart from the City game, I think he's been solid recently. Played really well so far this game too. Nick, I think Maguire is a better player with a quick centre-back. We predicted this before the game. We did. We predicted it before the game that that Maguire would have a good game tonight. I think it's Maguire's sort of game anyway. He's not got to worry about pace. I do think it is definitely his sort of game, and I think he's played well. And many of us predicted that before. Rashford's going to come off for Greenwood here. I would have put Donny on there. If it's that right midfield position, you've got to wonder where Donny van der Beek fits into this team, haven't you? Because I would have played Donny there, to be honest. I'm not going to lie. I would have done. I'm sure many of you agree with me. Player ratings is open on the UnitedStand.com actually. Some people are talking about player performances now. I've just dropped the link in the video description for you where it says player ratings, vote here. So you can vote for it there. Link is in the video description for that one. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being the average. And obviously put a star next to your man of the match. Submit your scores there. I'll tell you what, I'm probably more nervous now at 1-0 up than I was at 0-0. Obviously, I'm not because we needed the goal, but you know what I mean? We're 10 minutes away from being top of the league by 3 points. Can you let that settle in for a minute? We are 10 minutes away from being outright top of the league. 3 points. Post-Christmas. Do you get me? You know what I'm saying? This is big. This is very, very big. If we can do it. And there is the league table. 3 points clear after 17 games. Man City have got 2 games in hand. They would still not be level with us. Link is in the video description where it says player ratings if you want to do your voting. Crack on with that. He loves to jinx it. I'm not jinxing anything. I want a clean sheet. Did we get a clean sheet? Got a clean sheet against Everton, didn't we, with Bay? We didn't get a clean sheet against Leicester. And I think we didn't get a clean sheet against Villa, did we? I think it was 2-1. Was it 2-1 against Villa? Martial. Oh, what a tackle that is. Lovely play between Pogba and Martial. And a great tackle by the Burnley defender. Probably. Could he have got his shot off a little bit quicker here, Martial? No. He couldn't. Good tackle. Yeah, 2-1 Villa. Please subscribe, bottom right hand corner, 50,000 watching. How many are people watching because they don't want us to win? Bottom right hand corner, please subscribe. Match reaction coming up after this. Player ratings, link in the video description. It's going to be it could be a very historic match reaction here because we've never on the United Stand done a show or match reaction when we're top of the league outright after Christmas. We're talking about something very, very, very historical here if we can do it. So enjoy. Fantastic team effort as well. I don't want any of this bullshit tonight. I'm fed up of this bullshit. I'm fed up of this, division about different players. There's been a lot of criticism about Maguire and Lindelof, but for me, it's always been a partnership issue. Maguire's been fantastic tonight. Him and Bailly work really well. Matic has done a good job holding that midfield. Pogba, in his best position, has been really good second half. Bruno, always wanting the ball, always part of it. Luke Shaw's been part of it. I don't want to hear tonight, Luke Shaw's crap. Pogba's the man. Bullshit. We're a team. We're top of the league. Manchester United are top of the league. Not Paul Pogba. Not Bruno. Luke Shaw's not shit. Maguire's not a waste of space. We're top of the league as a team. We've had to work as a team tonight. We've had to work as a team the last few weeks. Let's get behind the bloody team. Let's not start doing, oh, it's all because of Bruno, or it's all because of Rashford, or it's all because of Pogba. It's the team. That's what it's about. We've got to get behind the team. I don't want to hear... We've got to be united, because I tell you what, some of you lot, right, you might think it's about this player, that player, and you might think it's about arguing in the fan base about what player's better than the other. But what it's actually about, when you get top of the league, this is a new thing for us. And I'm old, and I've seen us in title races before. What's going to happen is they're going to come for us. The press are going to come for us. The media of the press, they're going to come for us. Rival fans are going to come for us. We can't be infighting about this player, that player, this player. We've got to be united for as long as this ride's going to last. If it's going to last, because we've still got 5 minutes here. So decent cross in. Get rid. Shoots wide, Burnley. Daz Sweet says he can see him equalising. People are saying, chill out, we're not top yet. Mate, you haven't seen what's going to happen on the match reaction if we do win this game. Anyway, we will be top anyway, even if we draw. But that's not good enough. As we said at half-time, we need to win this. But this has been the most tense match I've watched in a long time. Probably one of the most tense matches I've watched doing United Stand. It's not the most tense match I've ever watched, because I've seen United winning Champions Leagues. But it has been really tense. And... Matic gives the foul away there. Ninja Smurf United, get Fred on for Bruno and push Pogba up. Get Shaw off for Telles. Ninja Smurf United. Mark, the forward passing from Matic tonight has been top class, says James Smith. I think Matic has been really good. Understated performance from Matic again. Everybody's contributed tonight, you know. When you think about it, everybody's contributed. I'd say... You know, obviously, this is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to see at the end of the game Martial was shit, because I don't think he has been. He nearly scored a fantastic goal in the first half. He should have an assist from Cavani. I think he's played well. I do, and I think that everybody's contributed tonight. The only person who hasn't contributed is De Gea, because we've defended well. Mark, what's been more tense? Last game against Leicester, last season, or this game? Says Ali Ashfat. I think this is more important. I think this is more important than that. That Leicester game was about getting third place. This is about being top of the league. And look, I'm not gonna be that fan. I'm sure there's some very disappointed Liverpool fans out there, and they'll be like, I'm waiting. I'm just gonna wait to clip this up and take the piss. I am not gonna say we're gonna win the league. That's not been my stance. I think that's stupid to say that. I don't want to be that fan. I want to be respectful of the fact that I still don't think we're a title winning team. I still think we need 2 or 3 signings, but we are in a title race, and we on shit. Is it in? No, it's side netting. Oh for God! Oh for God! Oh my Christ! Oh my Christ! I thought this was in. Cross comes in, deflects, and it's Eric Bailly again. It's Eric Bailly. I think De Gea would have saved it anyway, but I thought it had gone in. It hit the side of the netting. Bloody hell! Eric Bailly again. Eric Bailly. Pogba clears it. They're chucking the high ball in the box. Oh! Over the bar from Vidra. He's had 2 chances. We've got to be... Bloody hell, we're hanging on here. Trying to look at a handball on VAR there. Piss off. Piss off with your bloody VAR. They're trying to find a way to... I'll tell you what, I'm getting bloody nervous again now. I thought we'd done this. We're all right. It's not a penalty. I don't actually understand why he's not took Bruno off, though, because Bruno's on a yellow card. And... there's no way. That's never a handball. That's never... You can't give a handball for that. I'm not having that. There's no... That's not a handball. Never. Yep, he's took Bruno off. Well done. Take Bruno off. Puts McTominay on. He's gone defensive, hasn't he? Bay's undroppable, says nothing. I did tell you, though. I did tell you. And there's a few people getting angry in the live comments about Donny van der Beek. I told you. I bet he won't play a minute in both games against Burnley and Liverpool. Sean Dyche, I can't fucking believe it. I've had lovely chips and pudding with gravy. I thought we was going to get a result tonight. And now we're not. Fucking that Kevin Friend. I'm never giving him a lift to the ground again. Bayek. Can't fucking believe it. You're walking home, friendy. You're walking home. God, I'm nervous. Beast Bay, says Scott Power. Bay's been good, hasn't he? Scott is going to give fouls away in dangerous ones, says Ross Westbrook. Well, the game may as well end the way it's been played, really, which is very frustrating, very nervous, very stop-start. You know, even the goal's a deflected goal. It's just 4 minutes added on. It's just been that sort of game, and you feel that there will be a big chance for Burnley, and, you know, cross comes in. Fucking hell. Burnley should have scored. Luke Shaw. Head clash, ref. Head clash, ref. Head clash, ref. Bloody hell. How did Burnley not score that? They had it it literally dropped to Tarkowski right on the... I thought they'd scored. Cross comes in. Deflection. Bay gets his head on it. Burnley should score that. They should score that. I thought Eric Bailly was fouled, though, to be honest. And I think it wouldn't have been a goal. But there's a head clash here with Luke Shaw and a Burnley player. Have we been lucky tonight, though? Have we been lucky? You know what? I remember Liverpool last season against Sheffield United, at Sheffield United, playing a very similar game to this. And at the end of the game, or at some point, Wijnaldum shoots and it goes through Henderson's legs and he should save it. And they win 1-0. And everyone goes, wow, that's how you win titles. So, is it lucky? Watch this back. No, Eric Bailly doesn't get a push, actually. Bit lucky. Bit lucky. Ugh. How many games have we played? 2 more minutes to go. $17 games. So we're not quite halfway through the season yet. I'm trying to pass time. Still a minute to go here. Martial leaves it to Cavani. Cavani back to Martial. Oh, Tony, for fuck's sake. That's shit, that is. Bloody hell. He's just missed one-on-one, Martial. Bloody hell, that is shit. That's the chance of the game he's missed there. Bloody hell. That should be over. I tell you what, Martial will have to leave if Burnley go and score. I'm not joking, because that's a terrible miss. It really is. I can't defend that. It was crap. He's got to score there. 30 seconds to go. Martial looks like he might be injured. Got to score there. Yeah, he'd be walking home if we concede late here. Someone in the Burnley coaching staff must have given the Pratt Kevin Friend a blow before kick-off, says Christopher Boom. Martial's gone off injured. That's just tops off his second half. Anyone seen Greenwood? Twan Sebi's coming on for 30 seconds. Remember to do your player ratings, by the way. Links in the video description. Mark every player out of 10. Out of 10. 6 being average. Put a star next to your man of the match. We'll be doing that on the match reaction, which could be the best match reaction we've ever done. But it could be the most disappointing because there's still about a minute left in this game and Burnley have got an attacking throw-in. All they want to do is launch this in the box. They launch it in the box. McTominay, he's booted it. He's booted it over. Vidra, he's had 3 chances. He's bloody missed it. Sean Dyche, he's bloody missed it. That Vidra's shit. Why did I bring him on? He's bloody rubbish. Matic has gone down with a calf strain. Take your time with the kick, says Trishan. Yeah, take your time. Have some cornflakes, David. Man of the match is interesting tonight, isn't it? I mean, Pogba scored the goal. Luke Shaw's played really well. Eric Bailly, Harry Maguire. Yeah, I think Matic has played well as well. I think attacking wise, Martial, Cavani, Rashford, they've done good bits, they've done bad bits. Bruno, I think's had a good game, but I wouldn't give him man of the match. So yeah, it'd be one of those lot for me, I think. But it's not over yet. Maguire, foul on Maguire. Blow the whistle, ref. Blow the whistle. Blow for your life. Happy Bridge. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. Just waiting for him to blow the whistle. Mark, I was only 16 when United won the league 8 years ago with Sir Alex. What a feeling to be this year. Joseph, don't get too excited. Every game is a game. Is a cup final. Anthony Jury says it's Pogba man of the match. Well, we'll discuss that on the match reaction. We'll be discussing a lot of things on the match reaction. But it's not over yet. Come on, ref. You've played... Oh, this is like a game of FIFA as well. He's added 4 minutes on and we've had 3. We've had 7 minutes. He's still playing on. Bloody hell, ref. He's on the 97th minute. 97 minutes. He's only meant to be adding 4 on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. He's still not blowing the whistle. 97.5 minutes. Yes, he's blown the whistle now. Suck on that. Suck on your whistle. Suck on your whistle. Manchester United, top of the league for the first time post-Christmas since Sir Alex Ferguson retired. Are we going to win the league? I'm not going to say that. I'm not stupid. But we're definitely top of the league by 3 points. Outright. 3 points top of the league ahead of Liverpool. Suck it in. Suck it in. Because Manchester United are top of the league. Bada bing, bada boom. Love it. Absolutely love it. And it's going to be the best match reaction we've done in a very long time. Because Manchester United are top of the league and haters are crying. Cry some more. I wouldn't say we're back, but we're definitely on track. Link is in the video description for the player ratings. We'll be going through that in the match reaction as well. Mark every player out of 10, 6 being average. I tell you what, I think man of the match is going to be really interesting to discuss But I will see you on there. I've also put the link in the video description for the match reaction as well. I'll see you over there in a minute or two. This is big. This is very big. And we'll be talking about how big in a minute. That's what she said.